Welcome back to Drag Us to Hell, the podcast for all the weirdos and queerdos. I am your... Well, I was going to do a Valentine's pun, but never mind. I am your host with the Mo's, Formaldehyde.
Hello.
And I am lovely...
I'll just be like
welcomed to
your cranky Valentine slut.
Oh yeah, okay, I love
That's
that.
how I'm feeling today.
I love that. I love that. So we got Franco, and then we got the local straight. We got Jason.
resident
And
Hey, what's up, guys? How you doing?
Good.
It's been a minute.
It has been a quite a minute, actually. I've almost forgotten how to podcast. It feels super weird. It's been like what, 2 weeks?
It's
for
been
us
2
now?
weeks.
Yeah, it's
Well,
been crazy.
It was my fault.
And my fault too. I got sick,
yeah. And then I got it,
and then you got it.
but then we had Joe Bob.
We had Joe Bob
Joe Bob Briggs sitting in that very chair.
came in for
yeah, sitting in this exact chair.
Oh my God,
Yes.
it's blessed.
You
I'm
guys
blessed
are sharing
for it.
ass cheeks.
Oh my God, ass to ass. We love it. We love it. We love it.
Ass to ass is
Ass to
ass to ass is hot right now.
It is currently Valentine's Day, so that does seem
It
very
is.
appropriate
Actually,
for us.
as we record this, it is.
It is Valentine's Day. Love
Dude.
is in the air, not in this room, but it's in the air somewhere.
Yeah.
Hate is in the air.
And what more would I love to do than spend my Valentine's Day with two people I love dearly?
Aw, thank
we'll
you.
get
Like,
the cuteness
they weren't
of it.
available, so
But they
got
weren't
us.
available, so I have you two.
Franco looking good with the pig mask over there.
He's coming for my
Well,
gig.
yeah, I feel
Coming for
like
my gig here. I
if
see.
I'm on the hunt for like a mask pig, I should wear a pig mask.
Oh.
True. And you know what? That fits for Valentine's Day because that's probably what you would have worn regardless. So.
It's Ash Wednesday also.
Oh yeah.
So I've only had like a morsel of food today.
Eesh.
Yeah, that's been like
Do you do like the
Yeah, I had it, but I showered before I came.
Oh,
I
yeah.
was there at
I was
5 a.m.,
super
6 a.m.
curious if you were gonna come in with like the little ash mark on your forehead.
I like it when they get you with the nail because then it looks like a Rob Zombie thing.
Oh, nice.
But
I love
they got me
that.
with the thumb, and I'm like, that just
Oh.
looks like
It just looks like you.
How
got-
long you have to wear that?
Oh, it just comes. You don't have to wear it any specific amount
Oh,
of
okay.
time.
You just get it.
Basically,
you
it's
just
a
get it done.
reminder, like that I'm gonna die. Like I don't know that already.
Oh.
So when you get it, they're like, remember, thou art dust, or thou whatever came from dust and to dust thou shalt return. I'm like, yeah, no kidding. Like,
Yeah. Oh my God.
but
That's crazy.
You know,
Yeah. So yeah, we've had a couple things. We've had Joe Bob here.
Yeah, we had Joe Bob
That
a
was
few weeks.
super fun.
That was so much
It was
fun.
actually his birthday.
Yes.
71.
71 is still kicking.
Man.
He did a full, what was it, 4 hours?
5
5 hours?
of
Yeah.
signing. Yeah.
5
And
hours
we cut
of
it
signing.
off
Yep.
as well.
Oh,
'cause
yeah.
He would have signed all night, but around the 5 hour mark, he was getting a little.
You could see like he
yeah.
was losing a little steam
He
in
was
the engine.
getting tired.
But he still wanted to keep going.
Oh, yeah.
It was so crazy. And the line went out the door past a few of the stores.
Super nice.
We were all the way over to Fry's.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
Are you now? Let's talk about us. That's Joe Bob at 71.
Yes.
At 71, are you planning on doing stuff
No,
like
I'm
this?
going to be long in the grave.
I-
I'm long in the grave and not doing this. That's
Really?
for sure. Oh yeah.
mm.
Oh yeah. I feel like I'm gonna die young.
everybody
don't
young
have-
says
I don't-
We
that.
always
I
say
don't
that,
have
though.
the-
I
I
used to say that all the time too.
If I'm not dead, I'm not gonna have the motivation. That's for sure.
And then when you get like to my age, like 50, you're like, okay, I don't want to die yet. Hold up. I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
I
You're
was
like,
fucking-
I don't have enough time.
give me 20 more years.
Right.
Yeah.
No, it was very inspiring to see him
Totally.
out, loving on the fans. It was crazy.
Yeah, he's a king, man. And it
On
was-
time,
Yeah, on time.
a celebrity on time.
Yeah.
Never heard of, and
And-
he was on time.
Yeah, and he just like, even when it comes to food, I was like, oh shit, because
Oh,
a
yeah.
lot of celebs they're very.
Oh, very.
I
crazy.
need, I need the rib of a certain type of,
She devils.
Yeah,
we won't
whatever.
name names, but we've
He was
Joe
Joe Bob. I'm like,
them.
what do you want to eat? He goes, fucking Whataburger.
Which my man right there, Whataburger. That's my
That was
go-to.
it, man. That was
I love Whataburger. So
Yeah.
when I heard that was his order, I was like,
ate it right here.
yeah. I was like, you know what?
Made
I
it-
knew I liked him for a reason.
Yeah.
I knew I liked him for a reason. But that was super fun.
That was cool.
And then we go to just last weekend.
Yeah, the
past
weekend after that.
Saturday, and we had our little Valentine's
Little
event.
My Bloody Valentine.
My little bloody
event.
Valentine's, which was super fun. I
Yeah.
had a great time.
I
with
did
that.
too on that too. Yeah, you look killer too.
Thank you.
Wait,
Yeah, insert pictures here.
Yeah, I think
editing Jason.
yes,
we all looked great. Honestly, Jay
Well,
looked
besides
amazing.
Franco, he didn't
besides
show up.
Franco, he was a
I
no
was
show.
I was a no show.
He was he's like all my current relationships not there. Non-existent.
Unavailable. Emotionally unavailable.
Yeah, literally. No, it was super fun. We had Harry Warden.
We did. So
taking photos and giving out roses.
we built this big giant tunnel.
Yes, right out
inflatable
front of the store.
which was, and it was like cold and rainy.
It was a nice rainy day,
Yeah,
very
so
appropriate.
very Valentine Bluffs esque and everything. And yeah, we had JDK, you
Yep.
guys from you guys
We
see
love him.
Creepcast.
We know him,
I'm
we
sorry
love
to.
him.
Did you just say Valentine Bluffs?
Valentine Bluffs.
What's that?
That's the town.
Was that the town?
That was the town in My
Oh.
Bloody Valentine.
Oh, that's
I'm like, it
crazy.
sounds familiar because I've seen the movie, but I'm like, it's the town. Duh.
that is the town.
I immediately thought of porn. That's why I'm sorry.
my
I'm
God.
like,
Of course.
Coming from the pig. Yeah, that
starring
makes sense.
Valentine Bluffs.
So yeah, it was fun. And so
sorry.
everybody
It
got
was a lot
a
of fun.
rose and a picture with Harry and
Yep.
pretty close to being screen accurate Harry.
Oh,
I
very,
did-
very screen accurate. I was really impressed.
Yeah,
Honestly, it was very spooky going down that dark tunnel.
I
I was also half blind too in my contacts, so I couldn't see shit. And yeah, it was very
Oh,
alarming
you
when
had
I
the,
saw that big ol' axe or what is it, pickaxe?
Pickaxe.
Pickaxe.
Yes.
Yeah. Mhm.
You wore the whiteouts.
I did. I pulled the boulets, and I was so upset that you weren't there to see them because I know you famously love those contacts.
I would
You
have.
did have the belays.
I did have
Yes.
the boulets, but I will say I was better than the boulets in a
Oh.
case because mine were scleras, so mine were full eye contacts,
I wanna-
not just the little pupils.
Hold on, before we move, I
Well-
want to help out Franco. Bring up your mic a little bit. You can't see. There we go.
What am I doing?
You're bending down like this.
Oh,
You're like-
sorry.
you're
How's
like-
this?
You're great.
Perfect.
Okay.
Yeah.
Love that.
Well,
Does
we
that
don't have
work?
to bend down so much, man.
Yeah.
You know, I mean,
Yeah.
I know you have your pig mat. Actually, you can bring it down just a little bit. That's
Oh
crazy.
my god.
Right there, bam.
We love this. Behind the screens.
Look,
behind the screen.
we have. Well, that's the thing about this place. So we rotate a lot of different podcasts.
We do.
and so everybody's mic situations. Besides
Yeah.
mine, I always
There's a lot going
I sit in this seat all the time for some reason. I'm lazy, I guess. But and then you got the pig mask, so it's hard to see.
Yeah.
But you look great now.
Now you know
Thank
how
you.
I feel.
It's just,
I bet it's super disorienting.
I'm gonna be able to hold on for 10 minutes. Maybe.
Yeah. Yeah.
with the
that's-
mask.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's hard.
Speaking of like right now, me getting ready, I had to like rush home from
Yeah.
work to get to this podcast. That's how much I love you guys. Is I rush home in traffic at 5 o'clock to get here. It takes me like 45 minutes to get home.
Oh,
I'm gonna
shit.
I'm gonna figure out how to do like a bearded drag because there is no way that I could keep like shaving my face every time like super fast under like 10 minutes just to get in like a half mask. I'm tired of it. I need to do like a BlackBerry and just embrace the beard. I don't know how.
It's embrace it.
Yeah, just embrace it because
Yeah.
so if you guys start seeing some facial hair popping up, that's why.
That's all right.
I'm losing like this year. I'm losing my patience when it's coming to things.
Or you need to get like a locker here.
True. That's
yeah.
true too.
That's not
You
bad,
know
yeah.
what? Yeah. Currently, my car is acting as a second drag closet. You should see. I
Sure.
still have like my bride outfit from this past Saturday.
Oh,
all
nice.
in my car. I have like 6 pairs of heels in my trunk. Like it is basically my drag closet 2.0. It's super crazy. It's wild.
Hey, but it works.
It does. It works. We get here. We do the damn thing.
Even like like you said, the not the full whatever. It looks great. It looks
Thank
good.
you. Yeah, I was like, you know what? I'm also gonna like embrace the Valentine's feels where this is how I normally dress on a Valentine's. I'm not getting all gussied up.
Yeah,
or
that's
anything like that.
that's my next
It's
question.
always like a large oversized sweatshirt and me eating a tub of ice cream by myself. So that's how my Valentine's go.
I thought all of us had significant others. So didn't you have one, or is that over?
We don't talk about.
Oh,
We don't talk
Is it
about
over?
that.
I'm so
Oh.
jealous.
We don't talk about Bruno.
It was short lived. It was short lived.
That's the best.
Okay, so we know what you
Here
did. this
today, gone
Valentine's.
Yeah,
today.
yeah, exactly. I am currently, as we speak, I'm eating a thing of ice cream all by myself.
Back on the market.
Yeah, I'm back on the meat market.
Oh, whoa.
And you know what? I'm celebrating. You know, you two won't know this, but
Yes.
Kim, a very popular song artist that I love, Kim Petras, did just release her new album today, which I've been loving. It's called Slut Pop Miami, and I love it.
Slut Pop Miami.
Yes, I love it. It gave me all the feels. There's a song that's my current favorite. It's called Gag on It. So we love it. We love it. That's how I'm spending my Valentine's.
I mean, I have sex with men, but I just don't really. It's like I'm not in that. You know what I mean? Like in that realm.
What was it? You
There's some doors that are just close to
Yeah,
me.
there's just
what was it again? Slut Pop Miami?
Yeah, Slut Pop Miami. She already had an album that was Slut Pop, and then she made a remix for this Valentine's with Slut Pop Miami, and it's super vulgar, and I love it.
There was like this is like 90s probably, man. There was a band Pansy Division. You ever heard of them?
I know
Oh.
Pansy Division.
Do you really?
Yeah, I've done an in store with them back in the day.
Shut up.
Yeah, they're produced by what's his name from Green Day?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Love that.
Their songs are fucking
they're
hilarious.
a gay punk band.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna have to get into this.
Yeah,
Oh,
they sign people's. I mean, I guess we've been on long enough to say dick now, right?
Yeah. Oh,
they
yeah.
sign people's dicks.
Oh,
like,
I
with
love that.
Sharpies.
Oh, I love
they used
that.
to.
I
Now
didn't
they're a
know
bunch of-
that.
They're a bunch of old guys now, but when they were young,
Oh,
Yeah, they,
I bet they could still get it. I bet they could still get it.
Yeah, I used their songs are hilarious, man.
Yeah.
I used to listen to them all the time back in the 90s, laughing my
love
ass off,
that.
man. So
Yeah, but yeah, that's how I'm doing.
so what'd you
Slut
do?
pop
So
man.
how'd you spend your Valentine's Day? I mean,
Me?
yes.
I didn't.
Oh,
Today?
just not
Like
eating?
this. Just yeah,
I didn't eat.
that
I went
was
to
it,
church
yeah.
at 6 a.m.
He did what he loved,
And then
starving himself.
I-
6 a.m.?
6
Oh,
a.m.
Damn.
My God.
And then I
was
sat
so
around
sleepy.
with the dogs and I just worked. I don't really do Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, like I got money, like
Oh,
Dan,
that's
Dan gave me
nice.
money, which is like what I wanted.
That's nice.
Thank you, Dan.
I don't need romance. I need finance.
I need a sugar daddy. This is bullshit.
Yeah,
I'm
it's-
not getting money on
does
Valentine's
feel
Day. What
good.
the hell?
It does feel good.
It does feel
It feels
good.
nice. This
It-
feels
it
nice.
does feel good just to be given money.
That's true. Yeah, money's always the win, right? You can't go wrong with money.
No,
It's like
ever.
yeah.
that's what if you're ever looking for gifts, that's it right there.
I know.
No one ever goes, "Oh my god, you gave me
Money.
fucking $100." Fuck you.
In
you
this
know?
economy too. Oh yeah, nobody's giving up the chance of getting money.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
good point.
I am always about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
So we're back. We're back.
We are back.
And this is a good topic today. We're talking.
Yeah,
This is
yeah.
pretty
Actually,
interesting.
I'll let you introduce this topic because this was your choice today.
I don't know why. I don't know why I was coming up with this. I'm trying to think of a backstory on this, but I thought it was someone was talking about like that. Oh, maybe it was Scream Queen. The word Scream Queen popped up, right? And then and I heard horror royalty, right? And the same sentence, like she's horror royalty, and I'm like,
Yes.
what is like our royal? What I think, Franco, you said
Royal court.
like a royal, royal high court,
Yeah.
horror, you know.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure I'll think of something
Hellish High Court. Or
very
Oh, I like that.
catchy for the title or something.
Right.
But and I got to thinking about that. I'm like, that's interesting because I guarantee you, if we all came up with our own court,
Yes.
it is way off.
It would look so different.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna say right now, yeah, mine's so drastically different than both of yours. I already know it.
I
already know it.
I totally expect this though. you
Our
know?
I always go back to this, but our references are so far apart from each other.
Okay.
In a good way. That's
Yes.
why I think that's why we interact really well with each other is because
Yeah.
we don't all have the same references
I
and
agree.
stuff like that. So I was really excited because you showed us yours first so that we didn't have any
Yeah, any duplicates.
um,
Yeah.
any doubles, and I was like, oh, that's going to be no problem because there is no
You're
way
okay,
my
man.
list is going to look anywhere near like yours. So we are perfectly fine with that.
Yeah, and so let's lay it down. So what are we
Yeah.
laying out today? We're laying down the king, the
Mhm.
queen, a prince, a princess, a duke, a duchess, a baron, and a baroness. Those would be the kids.
Yep. The
right.
kids. Yep.
And a way I put this, I don't know, is the kids can be like the roles would be. They don't have to be kids now.
Yeah.
So in other
yeah.
words, when
They're
they
just
were.
the role in the family.
Yeah, and then the jester.
The
'Cause I think
jester.
every court needs a jester.
They do.
Yeah.
They need the entertainment.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I think this is. I mean, I think that gives us like 9 or 10.
Yeah, this was such a fun, like when I was going through it, I was like, ooh, let me really think about who I would have at I was thinking like a royal dinner.
Yes.
Who would I want at the table for
Yes.
my royal dinner?
A royal dinner.
A royal dinner. Yeah. Oh, that's what you want right
I'm
now.
starving. Oh,
you
you guys forgot.
I was like,
I haven't eaten
I was like, why did you get like so catched up on that? And then I realized like you just looked
because I haven't
down
had anything to
in
eat.
despair, and I was like, ooh.
What is like okay when can you eat again? Like next week, tomorrow?
No, tonight.
Oh,
After
tonight.
this.
Oh, so what?
Oh, so he's like he's ready to get this over
and
with.
you fasted for what? A day
I'm
or
like
two?
chewing on his finger off camera. I'm just like, no, I can't eat meat today. No meat.
Okay, so no meat today.
No. So after I leave here, I can get like eggs or something from
You
somewhere.
can get like a veggie bowl.
Yeah,
Oh,
but
how
you-
sad.
Okay, when can you eat meat? Tomorrow?
tomorrow.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's
Oh,
easy.
you're-
Or midnight tonight.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Right in the minute.
That's
You're
probably
just
when we're done with this
give me all
podcast.
the-
I'm literally making a steak
Yeah, you're
at
like making like a full pork
11:59.
chop or like a full roast at like.
That's what I was going to ask. Like, what's
midnight.
on the menu? When
Yeah.
you-
Well, if I eat at midnight, it's going to be like to-go steaks from Denny's or something gross.
Oh, I love that. That's great.
like
I love
steak and eggs.
steak and eggs is always a win, right?
that. Yeah, that's pretty good.
I like
it.
Okay. Well, we wish your stomach well.
Yes.
We,
Yeah, it's like when they say abstinence for today, it's like abstaining from meat, but
Uh-huh.
abstaining from like pleasures of the flesh.
Oh, fuck
Some
that.
that's why I said I'm like a cranky slut.
Yeah.
It's like-
Okay. Yep. You look like it too.
That's
today.
like really, I am. It really hit me hard, so to speak.
Oh my
But
god.
so funny. I was on another podcast the other day, and I was talking about Catholic like religion type of stuff, and like the nuns that wear the I can't really call it, but like the bracelets around their arms
Mhm.
that poke into your flesh and all that.
Oh right.
Yeah, I have one. I have one in the Oddities tomb.
Yeah.
from like a European nun or something. But I tried it on, and those things hurt, man.
Oh.
That whole like flagellist movement is just out of control.
Really?
Like, because the whole point of it is that it's supposed to like put you in a position where you feel like you're more penitential and you're closer to like the suffering of Christ.
Okay.
But it's not real because people that you're in control of the suffering.
Yeah.
You can
Right.
take that off. Right.
Yeah, yeah.
Whereas like someone that has like leprosy can't take it
Can't
off.
take it off. Yeah. They can't just.
Well, I mean,
like,
you
I'm
can
done
with some
it today.
antibiotics, but like back then you
But
can't.
back then you didn't.
You could not.
No.
So
Yeah.
it's just the whole weird thing that I don't know.
Isn't like aren't nuns dying out? Didn't they say like nuns are dying out?
Well,
that like that part is kind
what?
of dying out.
No, like so that there's like nuns, right, that live
Mhm.
cloister lives, and then there's sisters. Sisters live publicly and they don't wear habits and all that stuff.
Okay,
Oh,
so
okay.
that's
but you
what,
know, yeah. So like people that live in like a cloister life,
yeah.
it's in the West going down, but
Right.
in other countries going up.
Oh, going up. Oh, okay, makes
yeah.
sense.
So like
Makes sense, makes sense.
like in Africa and places like that, like
Mhm.
a lot of people are devoting their lives to like cloistered lives of prayer
makes
and
sense.
stuff like
That
that.
makes
You know why? You ever seen those nuns that have like the white? That go
Yeah.
like this? Do you know why they have that?
Oh, does it block the sun?
No.
Oh.
That's not why.
that's what I would have
bonus-
thought.
That's not why though.
Why?
They have the thing that like this because it replicates what it's going to look like when you're in your coffin when you die.
When you're looking in your
Oh,
coffin?
that is
yeah,
so-
the roof and the sides. Of
That
your
is
coffin.
so
See,
metal.
like I can get down. Yeah, it is so
That is
metal.
so metal.
That is
It's like,
fucking-
oh my God.
And have a couple of those bracelets that the bracelets I'm
Yeah.
talking about. If you guys don't know, I don't know. Like God, I can't remember the name of them. I'm sorry. I'll probably add it on the bottom here or somewhere. But it's like sharp. They have sharp points to them.
Yeah.
And they're tight, and they go around the skin. And it's supposed to. You're supposed to. This is like this the pain that Jesus. Or
Yeah, it's a
somebody felt, right?
suffering.
Yep.
That you can't-
Right.
Yep.
And so I was like, oh, these are lame. And I put one on. I'm like, fuck, these hurt.
That's why they're so mean.
Yeah. Yeah. But they can do it on their legs, you know.
and it's funny
but
now that
you
the gays just do that for fun.
They
now.
do that now.
They
Oh
just
my
do that for
god.
fun
Okay,
now.
we're
That's
getting
just-
off subject, but we
Yeah.
have to talk about this.
Yeah.
So Jason, you don't know anything about this. Maybe you do. So there's this whole movement in gay. I don't understand it because I remember when pleasures of the flesh were pleasure.
Okay.
So now there's like caging, right? Do you know what that is?
No.
Oh god. It's oh god.
Do you want to explain
I
it?
just learned what docking.
No,
was.
no, I don't think we could explain this. on
Okay, so
YouTube.
basically you take your
man parts.
parts
And you
and then you
cage 'em up.
lock it up.
Yeah.
It's locked in a way that you can't
like
really
in a box.
like in a
like a
a
full-
Hellraiser mask or something.
Yeah, like you can't do anything with it except go to the bathroom, but you can't
Okay.
experience
So
any
I-
sort of pleasure.
So in other words, it stops anything from growing.
yes,
Remember?
Okay.
Okay, it's very Man in the Iron Mask.
it is very Man in the Iron Mask.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean?
Oh,
So it's
God.
Man in the Iron Mask over your privates.
yeah.
And then that's supposed to be
That's
some kind of
offensive.
weird fetish.
yeah, it's super popular, like caging. It's super
How's that?
popular.
How's that? I mean, how's that pleasurable though?
I don't
don't even
know. And
know.
you know, it's so funny because I've had
It's
so
in- it's
many,
a lot
so
of
many
porn now,
guys.
too.
Yeah, it's everywhere. But like so many guys, like they're very much into it. And I'm
Really?
like, where do? Isn't the point of sexual contact to be like to
Yeah,
feel the
to have
pleasure?
fun.
Like I need
Like,
that thing
to have fun.
It's just got to rub up against some shit. Oh, let's go.
Yeah.
Let's have
But
some
it's like you can't even
But there's some horror stories to where like the lock breaks to where you can't get it open.
fun. Okay.
And then you're fucked.
Then I'm out.
So
Then
you
you
have to
gotta
call
get
the
that shit.
locksmith.
You got call the locksmith.
Oh, see, that's my like. I'm moonlighting as a locksmith. My
Yeah.
first job is like some dude's fucking dick. Lock.
yeah,
I'm like,
yeah. Literally,
It's
super scary. I'm
I
like, why
want
would
to charge
guys
you
do
double
that?
for this, buddy. But
Yeah.
fucking-
it's
Oh,
like
man.
it's like
next time use a TSA lock. It was
Yeah,
easy to get.
yeah. It's oh my god, it's super crazy. Like,
Really?
that shit-
but
Okay.
yeah, but like it would be cool if like you had if you're a porn like someone that does OnlyFans and you did it.
Yeah.
My name would be Nicholas Caged.
Okay.
Oh my god, that's
solid.
So good.
That's a win. That's a W
That's
right
so
there.
good. That-
Breeding
so
Las
good.
Vegas.
Nicholas Cage.
Nicholas
There's
Cage.
there's a few fetishes like I can't like I know and I'll never judge, right? That's what people do in the bedrooms. Do in the
You're
bedroom.
wrong. You should.
Well,
I don't agree.
but
with
like
On
I
this
mean,
podcast, we kink shame.
like the how do I say it? Like the shyster type of shit. The I guess I don't know if it's all German stuff, but the
that. Oh,
Oh
the
yeah.
shit play and stuff like
Oh,
that.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
I just
Scat
don't
play.
see how that and then look,
but it's a lot of it's fake. You know,
There may-
it's not real.
oh really?
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
I would
good.
hope to God it is.
Because like I don't want to judge anybody because like if that shit turns you on, it turns you on. But I
Yeah.
just don't. Man, that is I don't get it. I don't understand. Where
Oh,
just
it's wild.
watching somebody just take a dump.
Happy
It's just-
Valentine's Day, everybody.
But this is all Valentine's Day talk.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Some people are really stimulated by like taboo
the
depravity
taboo.
like
Yeah,
that.
it's very
Yeah.
much just the
but
taboo.
it's just like
I just think of the mess. All right, you gotta clean.
yeah.
that too. Because you have like sorry to be so vulgar, but like you have
No, do it.
It's a Valentine's
like
show.
the post nut clarity of like
Okay.
after all of it, and then you realize like, oh my god,
but
what
then you
did I
can't
just
have
do?
that if you have the lock thing.
Well, that's
you
what
know-
I'm saying. No, but I'm saying like when you get like into the messy stuff, like the post nut clarity must be like horrifying.
Well, that's what I'm saying. That in the moment, this is the best. Would you have Taco Bell? This is amazing, right?
Right.
You're
Oh
having-
my
you're
God.
having a
and
good
then
time.
afterwards,
But
it
then
sits
afterwards, like,
in. Yeah.
Man, this is my grandma's couch. Dude.
Yeah.
I gotta clean this up.
Yeah,
I-
exactly.
I just don't get it. Okay,
No, I don't get it
But
either.
once again, it's
If you have a Dyson, you're probably good to go. Though.
The Dyson.
They're really
Yeah,
good.
The Dyson.
Oh,
I
maybe that's why
recommend-
they put plastic on couches a lot, right? You ever seen that? Like grandma does.
Oh, there, yeah.
Grandma must be a freak.
In the bondage community, there is literally like pleather sheets so
Oh,
that it makes easy
wow.
cleanup. I'm not gonna tell you why I know
Wait,
that,
what?
but yeah, there is like it's like full like Danielle Harris in Urban Legends, where her whole bed was like pleather, and I'm like,
Yes.
how do you sleep on that? And like that must be so uncomfortable
Ain't no
and
sleeping
hot.
going on in here.
Yeah, ain't no sleeping in that.
Okay,
Oh,
well
man.
that's interesting.
But
yeah, I always wondered
anyways-
about that. And like I said,
anyways,
I'm not judging. If you're
yeah.
into that, then have fun, man.
You know what? Yeah, have fun.
Just
Happy
don't-
Valentine's Day. Be safe.
Good luck. Yeah. So
anyways,
I am
let-
judging.
anyways,
And
let's
I'm
get
not
into
taking it
our,
back.
let's get into our royal
Did it.
royal
yeah.
court.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Before we
let's-
get any more into
yeah.
How you want to do it?
Clean
You
it up.
You guys want to start you want to start at the jester? You want to start at the king?
Let's go, Jester.
So
Oh, you want to
work
go?
way
Okay,
up?
so we're going from the bottom up. Love
Okay,
that.
this is good. So
Love that.
in my mentality, right? This has got to be. This is how I put this one. This is a fun horror royalty type of person.
Yeah,
right?
very very entertaining. Spices.
One-liners.
Yeah, spices things up.
Yeah, and
in
that's
my
why it's a jester, right? You're
Yeah.
you're the court entertainment.
Yeah, you're the
you know?
entertainment. You're in charge of entertainment.
right?
So
So they
and
used to kill jesters, just like they weren't funny.
Yeah, they weren't funny. You're dead.
Just
you
kill
like
you.
get dropped down.
Did they cut
Yeah.
your tongue out?
That's a stressful job.
And
right?
I think they used to cut off your.
Well, think about it. If you had to make like a king that's out of his fucking mind because he's like
yeah.
inbred, A, and then B,
Wouldn't
drinking from that, getting mercury or whatever in his.
Oh shit!
You know
I
what I mean?
think if I remember correctly, I don't know, I think this might be true, but don't quote me on this. But I think with jesters that weren't funny, they used to put nails in their heels so that when
Oh.
they danced, they were like extra like
Oh, that's
like
cool.
hoppity. That's
That'd
why you
make it
kind of
happen.
got like the jester that's like hopping around. It was because the king wasn't being like entertained enough, so they would literally put nails in his heels.
That sounds real.
That
and like
sounds
super
nice.
crazy.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry that I keep messing with this mask, but like
Why don't you take off the mask?
I try to be so mysterious about it.
There ain't no mysterious about
No.
it.
It's a good
You
try.
just- yeah.
Franco made it 10 minutes. With
10
that
minutes.
thing.
We love that.
That's
We love
Yeah.
that.
Okay.
and
Sorry.
now he's probably gonna be like
You know,
allergic,
you
allergic to
slowly
like the
work-
fur.
my
Yeah.
eyes just like slowly
Yeah.
get like ET.
Pink
and, like,
eye. Pink
What
eye.
are you guys looking at?
Oh, he's hiding your pink eye. Oh,
Yeah.
Great.
Oh, that's great.
Oh, man. All right.
All right. So
we'll
yeah,
see
who
my
wants to
pink
go
eye.
first?
Sorry.
Who wants to go first with their jet?
I'll lead. We'll go.
All right.
We'll go right to left. How about that? All right.
Love that.
And then
Love it.
then the next one will go left to right.
Love it.
Not that anybody probably cares.
Yeah, nobody
who's
cares,
watching
but,
this.
You know.
Okay, so my jester is it has to be Robert England.
Well, I love that.
I'm throwing it up there because the reason, I mean, I know he is in the royal court somewhere. You have,
Yes.
most people's royal court, but
right.
but I can't think of the reason I don't like a lot of the Nightmare on Elm Street is because of the dumbass dad joke one-liners, right?
Yes. Mhm.
But it's what he's famous for as
Yeah.
well. So, and it's what a lot of people, with pride time, bitch, and all that. Everybody reuses these lines. So I thought, man, what a great jester.
Yeah, and even if we just think about it too, like his whole career,
Yes.
he's only played very entertaining characters.
For sure.
Like him in Maniac. Have you guys ever
Oh,
watched
yeah.
Maniac?
Yeah, yeah.
That is such a crazy movie, but him in that, he's
Yeah.
a fucking wild.
Yes.
He is wild in that movie.
No, you're right. And so I think that's where I put him because
Yeah. I like that.
I knew he had to be in my list somewhere. Most of my list, this is I very few modern people in my list. So,
And mine is all modern.
Yes.
So this is going to be really funny.
Right, so-
this is going to be really funny.
all right, what do you got for your jester?
Oh, so my jester actually isn't, you know what, this is I was thinking, I'm like, okay, as a drag queen, who would I want on my table to do entertainment?
Oh,
And the only drag queen that I know
I know you're going. Go ahead.
is Elvira.
Mm.
Oh,
Oh, who did you think?
I thought you were going with the Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Oh, Tim Curry.
Yeah. Tim
you know
Curry.
what? He was my next pick for entertainment, but I was like, you know what? Who's fun? Who's just fun?
Sure.
Elvira. I couldn't think of anybody else that was
Damn,
like, who
so-
can not only put a show on herself,
I agree.
but also is just like surrounded by very, very wild people.
And this may insult some people, by the way. People like they feel like Elvira should be way
Oh,
up on
like
this
she's like
list.
Queen Bee,
Yes.
but I'm like, no, she's more important because like
I
her
actually
whole
like
thing
this
is like
pick, though.
this like Vegas showgirl,
Yes.
goth,
Yeah.
TV host. So I was like, you know what? If it's perfect for her to be the jester, doesn't mean she's not important,
Oh,
but
no.
it means that she's important in a different category. So
Yeah.
I was like, yes, we
And
got to have Elvira
I mean,
in the house.
Regardless, gay, straight, or whatever, everyone wants to see Elvira
Everybody wants to see
perform,
Elvira.
right?
Yeah, it would be
One way or another.
such a disservice not to see her dance around in those jugs just going
Wow.
in everybody's faces.
Boom. Yes. I mean,
It would be such a disservice.
I would not kill her. If she would just, you know
No.
what? You're not funny. That's fine. You
Yeah.
know what? You look great. So.
Yeah, you're very
I've actually
nice to look at.
went down the rabbit hole lately. I've been watching a lot of her old,
I have been
90s
too.
and stuff like that. It's
Yep.
like it's fun to watch.
Yeah.
Man, she is quick-witted though.
She
man.
is really fast on her feet. It is insane.
And she could do a monologue for like a 10-minute one was like
yeah.
without skipping a beat. There's no cuts. There's no
Yeah.
nothing. I'm like,
she's very
man.
much my like inspiration to if I was ever to have like my own talk show to be
Yes.
like, you need to know your lines and you need to know them quick because she can go on for a long time.
I was very impressed with that. I didn't realize how impressive that is until you watch it. It's like, this is going on for 10 minutes.
Yeah.
And she hasn't even taken a breath,
No.
but it's fucking great. So
no,
yeah,
it's insane.
that's good. Okay. So I actually like that as well.
Yeah,
now
I
this
think
is
it's
where
a
the
nice
fun
fit.
part is because this is where you get to Franco's.
Yes. Oh yeah.
I
Franco's
kept
is-
it.
I
Nice. I kept
swear
it.
I told Justin this when I was telling him today we were going to do the show. I go 50% of Franco's list. I won't know who they
Oh,
are.
and none of us will know the reference.
You're gonna have some. You always
You
have.
do,
You
Franco,
guys are gonna know this whole list.
You can't. You
You guys
can't
are
make
like
that
really
face at us.
overselling.
You cannot make that face at us. You bring the weirdest.
I
Look
didn't.
at you, it was amazing.
I know you bring the weirdest references sometimes.
These are not going to be weird. I'm
All right,
sorry
good.
that
Well,
I'm going to disappoint
Please
everybody.
forgive us
Because I
that
had
we,
a list like that, but I'm like,
Yeah.
you guys don't know who these people are.
I wouldn't have. I would have had to ask the whole time.
That-
you know,
I would have
so.
had to get the dictionary of
Yeah,
horror
I
out.
so I brought it back into like
Okay.
All right, so I'm
reasonable.
curious. Then who is your jester?
My jester is Craig T. No, I'm kidding.
No,
Craig T.
no.
Nelson again.
No. My jester was Bill Paxton.
Ooh.
Oh, I like that.
Okay, some
actually.
near dark action.
Yeah.
there,
Yeah, man.
You know? No, that's a good one. Actually,
I like that.
Bill's he's a champ. In fact, I just did another show. I did a top 25 list, and like 5 of the movies, it was like Bill Paxton was in. I'm like,
Mhm.
how is that possible? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like this guy, rest in pieces. The guy was great. He got dropped off a cliff. True Lies. No, he didn't. He almost got died. Okay, sorry.
He was out of control in True Lies.
That was
Like,
yeah. I know it's not horror, but fuck, that movie's good.
No,
yeah,
that's a good
dude.
movie.
We can
That's a
talk
really
about
good
whatever we want.
Yeah.
but yeah,
He plays
no.
just that slimy dude. It's just
He's
so
such
perfect,
an
man.
asshole.
And such a pussy too, which is great when it's just so
He
good.
wets himself.
Yeah, it's so
Pisses
good.
his pants.
But no, okay, I can see it because he's funny guy. I mean, even if you go once again non-horror, Weird Science,
Chet.
Weird Science.
When he-
Yeah.
you know, I mean, Chet was like the all-time asshole, best asshole, probably in all movies, I would say. And then he got turned to a big pile of shit at
Yep.
the end. And that was even
Yeah, a
funny.
living pile of shit.
Oh,
Yeah.
that was amazing. But yeah, no, Bill Paxton's good, man.
Yeah, I like that. I like
Yeah,
that.
I
That's
love
a good
him.
choice.
Okay.
A really good choice.
All right. Well, all right, first round's not too bad.
Yeah, not too bad.
Okay, so now we are going to the Baroness. Now, this is a kid.
This is the kid.
now,
yeah.
it doesn't have to be a kid now, but when
But just who?
when
yeah.
you put her into this role or to this court, she did whatever she's done, and that's in a child form. How about that? Well, that was horrible. How I explained
I
that.
have no idea what you're
They're
talking about.
they're there
No, I
to
got
take
you.
to take the throne when the
Thank you.
the queen and king.
I may or
pass.
may not have been drinking. So sorry. So, all right, well, we'll start with Franco. You
Yeah.
lead off. So, who is your
Uh,
Baroness?
My Baroness would be Rose McGowan.
Oh, so good.
Really?
I love Rose
Fuck,
McGowan.
yeah, I would take a bullet for very few people.
Rose would be
Rose would be one.
No, she wouldn't.
Okay.
But I still think she's a great actress.
Oh, that's funny.
I agree on that.
I love it. I recently just watched like Planet Terror again. It's been a long time. I fucking love her in that movie.
That
she is
movie's
so
great.
hot. She is so campy in that movie. Oh,
She's a great actress.
Yeah.
She's got a lot of credentials.
Mm.
yes.
She's still really beautiful. Like, why doesn't anyone care?
I don't know.
I care.
Like,
I
I'm
care.
kidding.
I was like, I care.
What does it make you-
She was recently just at like I think it was like MegaCon where they just
No, yeah,
did
I remember.
the whole like charm cast except for
They're
You
well,
know,
they don't
Yeah, except for you know who, Alyssa Milano.
they don't cross paths.
But yeah,
man.
but you know, she's such
I
a
don't
badass
like
because she
her.
was. Yeah, I don't like her. It's
It's,
Alyssa Milano-
it's a gay thing. You don't know what we're talking about, right?
No, I don't
Okay.
like Miss Milano because like the other day, I don't know if you saw it. This is way off topic, but fuck it, I don't care. It's our podcast.
Yeah,
it's
just
our
say whatever
Um,
you want.
She did this big campaign for her son to go to the Little League World Series, right?
Oh God.
Their team.
Oh,
like, hey,
God.
donate money.
What?
And then 2 weeks later, when she's probably got tons of money, people donate to get their kids to travel to the whatever. She's at the Super Bowl and like, you know, $50,000
This
seats
bitch
with her kid.
This bitch.
And I'm like, fuck you.
That sounds
Oh
that
my
tracks.
God.
Yeah.
Right.
So anyway, I'm team.
I'm
Rose.
glad she has long haul COVID. No, I'm kidding.
Oh,
she
man.
does, but
Does
That's
she?
so
I'm not
funny.
glad I'm saying.
I'm not glad.
I
No,
am.
I am.
I will take that back.
I want my money back.
I love.
I thought your kid was going to fucking.
Yeah, right.
Your
Oh,
kid's baseball team sucks.
Yeah, your fucking sucks.
Mm.
You hear it here first.
Okay.
Anyways,
all right.
yeah, I love Rose McGowan. I love.
And
that.
you're right, Planet Terror, man. You go back to watch that. That was brutal. That was a
I
Robert
love-
Rodriguez movie, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And
Yep.
the Grindhouse series.
At Grindhouse, it's
Man,
She
We
was
don't-
in a few horror movies. She was in Scream. She was in Phantoms.
Yes.
Phantoms. Yep.
oh yeah, she's a queen, man. She is
she's
definitely
amazing.
a queen.
I love her. She was Poison Ivy. That was more of like a true crime, but like
Sure.
I love her in Poison Ivy. She's just a badass.
The role of all roles.
Oh,
that's
is,
actually
good.
Jawbreaker.
Jawbreaker.
Oh, yeah.
That's a good. That's
Yeah,
a good.
good point.
I wouldn't. That's not horror.
Well, they call her.
It's super
She's
gay.
Satan in heels.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I killed the dream or the.
I
the
killed
teenage-
Liz. I killed the teen dream.
The teen
Deal
dream.
with
it.
I love it. Deal with it. Yeah, I love it.
Okay. What's your Baroness?
Oh, so my Baroness, you know, I don't know if many people are going to understand this one, but it made sense to me. Mine's Emma Roberts. Emma Roberts, she is, what would you know her from?
I'm trying to think.
She's
Scream.
she was in Scream.
Oh, was she?
Scream 4. She was the cousin.
Oh,
She's
okay.
the-
okay.
She is the Ghostface.
Yeah.
I love her. She was
I
in,
do know this.
She was
yeah.
ahead of
was
the
in-
curve in that movie too.
yeah. And
Like wanting to be
yeah.
media famous.
Oh,
and
I
shit.
love that.
Like,
I love her. She was in Scream Queens with
She
Jamie Lee
was.
Curtis.
She's
and
in all the
such a
American Horror
bitch.
Stories.
I didn't see
All
that.
the American Horror Stories. You got to watch Scream Queens.
I do. What?
It's
when
so
have I seen
good.
that? Is it a TV show?
It's a TV show.
Okay,
You
that's
got
what
to
I-
see it with
okay.
the Red Devil. It is so good.
Yeah.
If nobody's seen it, you got to
See,
watch
this
it.
is why, and I apologize. I mean, this is the straight guy curse. Like
Yeah.
we don't know actresses for shit.
no,
all right?
no.
Half these people, I'm gonna be like,
all this shit, by the way, is like really gay.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
we went from Jawbreaker into Scream Queens.
Yeah.
It's-
but
okay.
you know what? But
It's straight friendly though.
but I'm glad.
Oh, cool.
Oh, it is very much.
I'm
yeah.
happy with that.
But it's very like sorority row.
okay,
Scream
Yeah.
Queen's very
Okay.
sorority row,
like
but
that.
then also like Scream because we got the
Yep.
mass killer. I love it. Emma Roberts, she plays this very bitchy what would you call like sorority sister, like
Yeah.
head leader. She's like the head sister in it. Amazing. Love her.
Okay.
But
okay.
she's very much like Rose McGowan in my generation. Because
Yeah,
she's like in
she's-
everything, but she's like that sassy bitch. But like
Yeah.
I love her to death.
See, the nice thing is, if you're watching this now here on YouTube, I will put all the pictures
All the
up.
pictures,
So you
yeah.
can be as dumb as shit like me. And I can act like, oh yeah, Emma Roberts.
Totally.
I mean, anybody
Loved
who's
her
just
in,
like,
And,
in
Yeah, right.
Redact-
Jawbreaker.
yeah.
No.
no,
She was in that.
Yeah.
We
that
just
one
have,
horror
we,
movie. That was
Yeah,
good.
we just have like Siri just play the voice,
Right.
just like Scream 4.
Oh, good call. There we go.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, listen, my Baroness, you're going to know. All right.
Ooh,
There's
love.
no fucking doubt you're going to know this.
Mhm.
And once again, I am going backwards in time here. So,
Yes.
Danielle Harris.
I love her.
All
Love
right?
it.
We're going, I'm particularly, Nightmare 4 and 5.
Yep.
You know,
Yeah.
I thought that she was really, wait, no, not
No,
I mean,
not
Halloween.
Nightmare.
Sorry.
Halloween. I was like, you said
Wow.
Nightmare, and I knew what you were saying, but then I was like, wait, you
Maybe I
said
have been
Nightmare.
drinking. No, I
Right.
meant Halloween 4 and
Yeah,
5.
Halloween 4 and 5.
She casted for Nightmare 4 and 5. No, she wasn't.
No, she
I'm like,
wasn't.
really? It just didn't make it. Yeah. No, I meant Halloween 4 and 5. Yeah.
Yeah.
So Danielle Harris. I mean, her character is great, right?
She is.
What was it? Jamie Lloyd or whatever,
Yep,
right?
Jamie
so,
Lloyd.
Yeah. So
and I loved her too in the Rob Zombie ones too. I know people don't
Yeah, she was
like
in
those,
that.
but she was great.
yeah,
I love
don't
her.
like those, but yes, she was good.
I love her in it. She's like topless through half of
Is
it.
that her at the
yeah.
bottom of the stairs screaming? Lord!
Yeah, yeah, Lord!
yeah. She's all
Yeah,
messed up.
yeah. She's like fucked up.
You know what I'm
Michael
shocked
fucks
here?
her up.
And then I didn't pick this one because I thought one of you two would pick it out.
Mm-hmm.
But what's her name from Poltergeist? Little girl. Shit.
Oh yeah, no,
She the dead one?
Yes.
Well, they're all dead. But
they're all dead at this point. Yeah,
Heather O'Rourke
Heather O'Rourke. That's what I meant.
as the Oh,
as the
As the
Baroness.
Baroness?
For a minute, I
No.
thought you were as the jester.
No, no,
Oh, no.
It's inappropriate.
no.
Very inappropriate.
Okay, I thought she would go. 'cause I
That's
thought,
funny.
but I guess that was just a sympathy vote that she didn't get it. Okay,
Yeah, no.
No.
sorry. Wow.
Honorable mention.
Yeah, okay. All right. So there's our Baroness. We
Yep.
got our Jesters and our Baronesses out. Really surprised on a lot of these. This is amazing. Okay.
Yeah, I like it.
We're going into the Baron now.
The Baron.
So this
So
is
we got the son
a
role.
boy. Yeah.
Ugh, okay.
Young kid
Ugh.
role. And I am going with, this is probably low hanging fruit, Alex Vincent, right? From the Chucky
Perfect.
series, right?
Yeah.
Or the Child's Play series, right?
Yep.
So I just thought he was so iconic in that.
He is.
You recognize him, you see it.
Yep.
It's of course, you know
Yeah.
what movie you're in, right?
Yeah.
And he did a good job as a kid.
He is, and he's still got like such a playful attitude, even
Does
in
he?
adult life too. Like even in the Screams or the Scream.
We're all
in the
screwed
Chucky-
up
We're-
today.
in the
we're
Chucky
rusty, it's
series,
fine.
It's rough.
yeah,
we've been out for 2 weeks. Give us a break. In the Chucky series, he still plays Andy Barkley super childlike, but like also
Really?
as like a vigilante badass. So I definitely see him as like the Baron of the
Yeah.
family.
Yeah,
I like it.
I thought that was a good one, man. I tell you, there's a. I'm sure someone's got who's got the Omen. Someone's got something in this, right? Whatever.
Damien?
Yeah. So the Damien, whatever that kid's name is. Anyway,
He's older than you.
you know
He's a grandfather now.
Oh god.
He really is.
Yeah.
I'm not
Yeah,
kidding.
no, that makes sense.
He's older than you. Wow.
Well, I mean, I'm
wow.
not saying you're old, but like you're saying, like, oh, the little kid. I'm
I
like,
know.
yo, he's like a gray-haired grandpa now.
Yeah, is he really? Oh,
I'm not kidding.
They casted him in the remake of The Omen, right? But he was like a reporter.
Oh, really?
He had
Oh.
like 2 seconds
Yeah,
there.
that makes
Mm.
sense.
like a
yeah.
tabloid reporter. So I was like,
Yeah.
man, that's pretty embarrassing. What tells me he can't act.
Right.
Mm.
That's
Anyway,
true. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
But anyway, he's not on my list. So, anyway, sorry. All right. So there you go. There's my Baron. What is
Yeah.
your Baron?
So, okay, so this was a difficult one for me because I'm like, when I think of like a Baron and like even in the movies too, like you think of like the kid, the king's like son being kind of like immature,
Bratty.
like bratty,
Yep.
super bratty,
Mhm.
or just like I always think of like a teenage role of like the teenager that's like not taking it seriously. So I was like, who in my book is like that, but in horror?
Yes.
And the only person I could think of is Justin Long.
oh shit.
I think like especially like him in like Jeepers Creepers,
Okay,
the
good
first
call.
one,
Good call.
like just like a super just like catty little
Yeah.
brat, like teenager.
Sure.
I was like, I couldn't think of anybody, and also like I was thinking too, who would his sister be? Who would they pair with? Being both like the little bratty kids
Right.
that don't know they're going into royalty. Thinking too much into it, but Justin
Oh,
Long is my
wow.
pick. Really,
Justin
my pick
Long.
because he was also like the heartthrob in like his teenage years. So I was like, yeah, he definitely would be like the heartthrob of the family.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
He was like the first kind of like post 9/11 twink vibe.
Yeah. Oh, 100%. Yeah.
Right,
Yeah.
yeah.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Everybody loved him.
Yeah.
Everybody
That's
loved
how I would categorize him.
Yeah.
Post 9/11
Yeah.
twink.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Post
Not pre 9/11.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not,
Not pre 9/11. No.
post
It's a
9/11
totally different
tweet.
category. No, I see that. I haven't seen It's a Wonderful Knife yet. I don't know why.
Don't.
It's not great.
You know
It's
what?
not,
I haven't. It's 'cause I love Justin Long, man.
Yeah.
But then fucking veneers.
Those-
There's fake. I know they're fake. I know they
Yeah.
put them in there.
Yeah.
But it's so annoying to watch that.
It
when,
is.
when people have the bad. I don't say bad teeth, but like they have like those veneers. They get them all done, and you see a lot of times like who was the guy? Jay and Silent Bob, Jason Mewes, right?
Uh-huh.
Oh,
Granted, he had a little problem with drugs,
right.
and he
Yeah.
needed new teeth, right?
Mhm.
But it's like you got all this money, make them like not bright white where
Yeah.
they just like
Don't make
shine.
them piano keys.
Yeah, so
over
like
here.
in that
Yeah.
movie where I just saw the trailer. I haven't seen It's a Wonderful Knife yet, but it's like they make him overly bright, and he's
Yeah.
like, that look, and it's like, oh my god, it's so annoying. I
It
don't know if I
is.
wanted to
It
see
is.
that.
They're
role.
Justin
intentionally
Long-
annoying though.
Okay.
Justin Long in that movie is good. Everything else sucks.
Really?
Oh.
Oh, and Catherine Isabel's in it, but like she was good too. She plays a lesbian aunt. I love her.
Oh.
But nothing else about that movie is good. Just gonna say it.
It's
It's really bad.
No, okay.
It's pretty bad.
So I've saved money.
yeah, yeah.
Don't-
Save the
And
money.
by the way, can I throw something out here? All right, we're going to take a timeout. Okay.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Ah.
Here, where's the camera? That's on Franco. All right. Well,
Okay.
this will be a timeout. Here we go. It's back on me. All right. So, fuck Rotten Tomatoes. By the way, can I just say that out there real quick?
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
of course.
Rotten
Oh, yeah.
Tomatoes fucking kiss my ass.
Yeah,
man.
they.
I was
hate
dying for something to watch. G and I. It was last night, right? It was kind of like a Valentine's Day. Let's watch something we haven't seen before. Let's go Rotten Tomatoes. Let's go there. And I found a movie that was 100% on the critic. The horror
Oh
movie.
Jesus.
100% on the critics
Yeah.
and like 85% on the audience. That tells me it's a good damn movie,
yeah,
right?
like a good movie.
It's a Korean movie. It's called The Wailing. Have you ever
The
seen
Wailing.
this?
Yes, I
I
have seen
haven't
this.
seen it.
Yeah.
Holy shit! Now there's 3 hours of my life I'll never get back.
It's 3
but-
hours.
Yes,
It's crazy long.
and it's like shot well. It's done well. You know, they do it right, and it's a possession-ish type of, and it has a great plot.
Mhm.
But fuck, they can't get it. Oh my god, it was the most cringy, just frustrating. And they use these like when every time a Korean person cries, it is like the most annoying thing ever.
It
And it's like
is.
and I don't know if it's naturally that way. I mean, I know a lot of Korean people, but they don't when they cry, they don't sound like. But it's like,
No.
just that
Yeah.
crazy screw.
Yep.
And, and so you got hours of this. It was like, fuck, will someone else die? Anyway,
yeah,
but that
I
guy,
don't want
it was.
this
I,
movie fucking sucks.
I
I'm
would have
just gonna
put it
say
at maybe a 1.5 out of 10.
that should be our next topic. Is like our like the worst horror films.
Okay, we
like
can
but
do
but
that.
like
Oh,
like
God.
oh god, because I could have so many. I
Yeah.
have so many. Just
I was-
like the worst of the worst.
I was so disappointed because it was not most Korean movies I love, right? I mean,
Yeah.
The Host, you got
Oh.
Train to Busan,
Train to Busan.
Peninsula
Oh,
was a little,
God.
but a lot of them were really good, right?
Yeah.
This one, man. So right now, that's my warning. First off, never look at Rotten Tomatoes. They're bullshit.
no,
They-
it's such bullshit
Yeah.
over there.
And
Oh, I hate
then
it.
2, don't watch The Wailing. Okay, sorry, had to get it off my chest. I
No.
feel way better now.
Yeah.
Fuck, let's continue. Okay, you're Baron.
You're Baron.
Okay.
yeah, his was
All
Tristan Long.
Yeah. Miko Hughes.
Miko Hughes. That good one.
I knew that. Was
Of course, that had to. Of course, that had to
Little
be on.
Miko.
Oh my god.
Okay, the fact that I was going to say that, but I was going to like do a slip of the tongue, say Franco, right? But
Yeah,
It's-
it's
right.
just Franco. He
when
put
you
himself on the list.
Franco and Miko get together,
It
I'm
is-
taller.
you are taller, by the way.
Yeah.
That's the only time you will be.
Pretty
in any
much.
case, because you were.
But it's like
Just barely.
when you
But
guys
no, I'm
had like
taller.
at one point you guys had the same hair and the
Yeah.
same beard.
Yeah.
right? And if
I had to change my shit up.
Gathering of the Ghouls.
was
They were
Gathering of the Ghouls.
literally the same person.
yeah, and I'm
If I wouldn't have known Franco, I would have thought it was the same person walking past.
total stunt double
We were-
action. No, he is smaller though. You know, what I'm
He's
saying?
He is quite a
Yeah.
bit smaller.
He's like a little
He's
baby
like
guy.
5'5". He's 5'5".
Okay,
he says he's 5'5".
Oh,
well,
no
he
way.
lists. He's not.
Oh,
That's
you
what
think
I-
you think he's smaller?
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's so.
Because
funny.
that's 5'5". He's shorter than that.
Yeah.
Oh,
and he
that's
had
so
shoes
funny.
on.
That was the
Those were
first-
docs.
Yeah. And a docs always adds a.
Yeah, I
an
got an
inch.
intro too, right? I was the first time I met him. I was at Mad Monster, another convention, right?
Yep.
And I walked up to a booth, and I may have said this before, but I'm old. I can repeat myself. And I went, and I'm sitting there at this booth. I'm talking to some guy, and I look over to my right, and I'm like, oh shit, there's some kid drinking beer over here, man. And I was like, I fucking love this con, right? This is great. And I get a little close, I'm like, this kid's pounding. It was like 2 beers, right? He's double fisted. And I look over, I'm like, oh shit, it's Miko Hughes.
Miko.
I
It's
did
little
not
Miko.
know. I didn't know. I mean, it was just, he looked like a small
Oh,
kid. I
yeah.
don't know, you know.
Oh my god, I love Miko though. That's
but I
so
do
funny.
too. No, now, getting to meet him at the Gathering of Ghouls, and the guy is awesome, man.
Yep.
He was had a great attitude.
Great attitude, and he could party because he was the only one dancing
By himself.
By
He's
himself.
he's a DJ. Also.
Yeah,
He
and
can
Is
DJ.
he really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, he was, because he was out there in the dance floor.
He was. I almost joined him.
Yeah,
I was
we all
that
should have.
drunk. I was that drunk.
If
I
could
almost joined him.
Go back, I would have joined him too. You
Yeah,
know?
I think we all should.
And I love a short king.
We love a short king.
There you go,
here.
yeah.
We love a short king.
Yeah.
But you're right. As a Baron, though, you're right. And Pet Cemetery was
Yep.
amazing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you can't go wrong. I'll never forget that look that when he has a little fucking
The
razor.
little
snarl.
scalpel. Oh,
yeah, that thing was just
Even him in New Nightmare.
Yeah,
Great,
New Nightmare, yeah.
I
Yep.
felt so bad for that kid that whole movie.
For sure.
Oh my god, you would have thought that shit was real.
Yeah.
He sells it. He sells it.
And if those haven't seen Dylan's New Nightmare, which
And
is
Dylan's New Nightmare,
yeah,
yeah.
it's a fan film.
That's actually really good. I actually just recently watched it.
it was
and
cool.
I
It was a
liked
good half an hour fun movie.
I
man.
loved it. I
Yeah.
thought it was a lot of fun.
And so you get to see a little bit more Miko Hughes,
Yep.
you know,
Mhm.
or just Kindergarten Cop. Go.
Or
Right.
Kindergarten
Or
Cop.
yeah.
Or whatever else he's done. So
Yeah.
okay, so there you go. The kids are gone. The kids are out, right?
Yeah.
Yep. Kids are out.
Now we're going with the Duchess.
The Duchess. Yep.
I don't know how you once again, I don't know where a lot of these those who are in the royal court type of shit would know what
Mhm.
positions these are, but
Yeah.
if you're a duchess of something, you guys sound like you're kind of up there, right?
You're up there. I guess you're like kind of okay. So the way I kind of read the definition, this could be completely wrong, but my little peanut brain took it as it is somebody who like stands along the family but isn't blood.
Oh, okay.
So they're like royalty, but they're not blood.
So they're like
so they're kind of like the assistants in a way.
like the up. Okay. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
So like upper assistants for like the royal family.
okay, but they're in the court.
But they're in the court.
They're,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And we're peasants, you know?
Yeah.
So we
Yeah,
we
we're
got to
the
look up at
peasants.
them. And, okay.
Right.
So Franco, who is your Duchess?
Okay, well, my Duke and my Duchess are the same person.
Oh,
I like that.
oh, breaking news.
Yeah.
This is amazing.
Yeah.
Whoa, how is that
breaking
on
boundaries.
Either that
I
or
love
Franco didn't
this.
have time to find another
No,
one.
I don't.
Yeah.
I had a
That's
fallback,
excuse.
but no, my Duke and my Duchess are both Russell Clark, who played Belle in Fright Night 2.
Oh, okay. I was like, who the hell?
The
is
roller
that?
skating.
The roller
Yes.
skating, yep.
Yes.
And like you could say transvestite because that's
Sure.
what it says on the back of the DVD.
True. It
Roller
does.
Is that a
skating,
bad
does.
word?
transvestite.
Some people don't like it.
Oh, really?
Well,
Yeah, some people-
Well,
well-
no, they don't like tranny.
Yeah, it's
You can
yeah,
say transvestite. That's totally
So
fine.
Yeah.
tranny's bad?
Tranny's bad.
Yeah,
It's not nice.
It's
not nice.
It's just like
It's not nice if you aren't a transvestite.
Okay.
You could say that, or they could say it. We can't.
I mean, you
Kinda
could still call me the F slur. I don't mind, but
Yeah,
like,
that's fine.
I don't.
That's
It doesn't
totally
bother me. But
Yeah.
that's just me.
Okay.
That's just
No, but like the yeah, like Russell, first off, people don't realize that Russell Clark was an amazing choreographer. This is getting off of horror.
Yeah.
But just the fact that Russell Clark's father was very famous tap dancer.
Okay.
And then
Oh.
Russell was a choreographer that like did a bunch of like Xanadu, like a bunch of big movies.
Oh, wow.
People don't realize. And then people can, this is a common misconception. People will say like,
I thought you
oh,
said a communist.
it's a
I know, I
communist.
thought that too.
He was a communist.
Oh.
No, he, people think that he was the guy that said, we don't have to take our clothes off.
Oh,
It's not the
yeah.
same guy.
Oh,
But people are like, oh,
Oh.
Russell Clark died of AIDS. I'm like, no, he did
No, he
not.
did not.
That's a different guy.
I'm learning so much.
He
but-
died from cancer pretty recently.
Oh, really?
Oh.
But yeah, was an amazing, and he did amazing in that movie, which is like, I love that movie, but it's a piece of shit.
Well, Friday Night 2 is that's a
That's my movie,
yeah,
dude.
That's your jam.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's your guilty pleasure.
Fright Night and Fright Night 2 were like who's it? Tom Holland. He got like every gay person that he could.
Yeah.
and
Oh, yeah. That
lesbian,
movie is so
and-
good.
and,
All
like-
those movies are so good.
Like
Right.
I'm talking about like to work on the movie.
yeah.
I'm talking
Oh,
about
wow.
like being ahead of like where the times were.
Yeah.
Like AIDS was so big then.
Yeah.
He hired someone who had AIDS and
Nice.
on part 2 and was like very like
Like,
self conscious of like very aware of like, I don't want you guys to be in, worry.
Right.
And they were like, no, fucking like, they built him appliances specific to wear.
Yeah.
So then when it looks like, and not Russell, by the way, this is the
no,
other guy.
no. Yeah.
But so it looks like when he's drinking blood,
Yeah.
it was he didn't want to put his mouth. I mean, it just guys.
Ah.
Tom Holland's the
That's
man.
awesome. Yeah.
Anyways,
the
Russell
shit.
Clark is my pick.
Okay.
Nice. We love that.
Russell Clark.
On roller skates, like androgynous.
Yeah,
That's
very
the version I
androgynous.
need.
I got you.
Yeah, so that makes sense. Yeah, I
So
like.
that's
like
your Dutch and Duchess.
Yes,
Yeah,
both.
Okay. I
Love that.
I love it.
Yeah.
Okay. Your Duchess.
Oh, so my Duchess, again, going into a little backstory of how I picked this, I was thinking of somebody who's like kind of scary. Kind of like,
Okay.
can hold their own. Like, you don't want to fuck with them.
Right.
And I'm like, who is that in the horror genre? And the only person I could think of right now that's like kind of the badass you don't want to fuck with is Mia Goth.
Yeah.
You don't want to fuck with Mia Goth. I'm
That's
saying
good-
right now,
good point.
especially with all the shit that's happening, you don't
Good
want to fuck
point.
with her.
No.
So I was
you're
like, you know what? She could hold her own as a woman. I was like, yeah, she's a
Yeah.
pretty
Oh, yeah.
very intimidating person
for sure.
in her acting and then outside of
I would say all the way around, right? Yeah. And no, you don't. Yeah, you don't fuck with her. I
Yeah,
get
you don't
it,
wanna
right?
fuck with
And she's getting to the point. She's done so much horror.
So much.
She should be. She's definitely like the top of the top. I think.
Yeah.
In the 2015 past, right?
Yeah,
To
she's
2024,
very
the last 9 years.
important without being like truly like she's not at icon status yet, in my opinion. I think she still needs to do a
Right.
few more of those like iconic roles
She's
before
got-
she gets there.
yeah.
But she's very much on that trail of
She's
being,
going in that path.
Yeah,
she
being
will be horror
very
royalty
iconic.
for sure.
Yes,
so you're kind of ahead
100%.
of the game. You're like your insider info, insider trading here.
Yeah.
You've got her on the list before she gets too big.
Yeah.
and where everybody else put her
Yeah.
as a queen. I get
Mhm.
it. This is good.
Yeah,
This is
because especially as thinking like, who would be my king and queen? I'm like, she needs to be like she's definitely not their status,
Right.
but she could hold her own.
Okay.
in
She's
any-
almost
any-
there.
Yeah, very
Yeah.
much, very.
I
Almost
knew
I need that
Mia
Shelley
Goth-
Duvall biopic.
there. Yeah, yeah.
I knew Mia Goth would make this list somewhere.
Yeah.
I didn't know where, but I
she
think
had
that's a
to.
good spot for oh, wow, I'm just choking up. That's a good spot for her. Sorry. So she's already choking me out.
Yeah, right?
That's how
Right,
powerful
exactly.
this fucking lady
Yeah.
is, right? So I went a different route on my Duchess.
Yeah.
And I'm in love with this lady, man. I ain't gonna lie. Gina, look, I'm just gonna look in the camera now. Sorry.
So sorry.
But it's Linnea Quigley.
Yeah,
God,
Linnea.
I love me
Yeah.
some Linnea, man. And
Linnea.
I had to put her on my high court here
Yeah.
somehow because the shit that she goes through, man.
Oh,
The amount
so
of
funny.
hundreds of films, by the way,
Hundreds.
and like out of the hundreds of films, like 3 are good,
Yeah.
right? I mean, she just.
I
Well, sorry, I mean,
Oh, wow.
I'm just throwing it out there.
She knows.
I mean,
yeah, she knows.
okay, but I love everything she's done though. She goes into every film, regardless if it's fucking, Slaughter High Party Nerds or whatever the fuck she's playing. I mean, she has goat fuckers and all
Yeah.
types of. Okay, those aren't real movies. don't IMDb those.
Yeah, don't.
But there's a lot of movies that sound just like that. She'll take that like it's Return of the Living Dead. She'll give you the best performance.
Yep.
She never phones it in.
No.
Right? You're paying her whatever you're paying her. She is putting out for that. Right?
Yep.
She is an amazing actress. Look, I have a Gore Zone. Remember Gore Zone magazine used to be big back in the 80s, right? It was like a spinoff from Fangoria.
Mhm.
They went away. Whatever. And they made a return like in the 2010s, 2011s, for like a short run, like 1 year of Gore Zone. And I have a copy and it has Linnea in it. I'm like, oh, cool. A nice little Linnea thing. And I did the math where you looked at it. And I'm like, oh, she's 55 at this time when she did this little thing. I open it up. She's nude. In
Yeah,
the entire
just
thing.
completely nude. Yeah.
At 55, she don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
She goes, I'll get naked. I don't care. I know my role.
Yeah.
I am a scream queen.
Yep.
Scream queens in traditional sense show skin. Okay.
Yeah.
And she was like, I'm going to build my career off of this. And that's why I'm like, you are.
Especially
my
if you look
queen.
that good, it's a shame to keep it covered.
I'm
Just
not
saying.
going to lie. I mean, I've looked at this about 9,000 times.
Yep.
She, for 55 in this doing full nude, like
Yeah.
magazine spreads, it's like, you look good, man.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And she doesn't care. She's got that smile. She always got that Linnea smile and that little smirk. It's amazing. So
Yeah. We love her here.
Yeah.
We
So
love her.
that
Yeah, we
is
love her.
definitely my Duchess for
Yep.
sure. So,
That's a perfect one.
all
I
right.
love it.
My Duke.
Mm-hmm.
My Duke is this one. I think it's my turn, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had to put him in here somewhere just because this guy is royalty, I guess, in the world. Even though low key, I think he's an asshole. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. True.
I'm
No.
just gonna throw it out
yeah,
there. But Bruce
he is.
Campbell. Bruce Campbell. That's right. Ash. Right. Ash
Yep.
Williams. This guy. I love him to death, but man, personally,
he makes it so hard to love him.
he
sometimes.
is. If you listen to like interviews, you listen to him talk to some people, he's not nice.
No,
right?
he's not.
I mean, he's nice, but he's so sarcastic.
Oh, like
he
like
looks
condescending kind
condescending,
Yeah.
and he. When I've seen him interact with some fans, now this isn't all the time. Sometimes whatever, but like when he gets cranky. You
Oh,
don't
he's
want to
an
get an
asshole.
autograph. You
Yeah.
don't want to get an autograph.
Yep.
He'll just belittle you, which is
Yeah.
kind of cool too if you're paying for it, right? So,
Right. Some of us like that.
but as
Right,
a
yeah.
horror actor, this guy is top notch. I mean, he took.
He is.
Can you imagine trying to? We should do a podcast where we recast like iconic roles.
Oh, I love
But
that.
who would you recast
I-
Ash Williams in
No.
the Evil Dead series?
I couldn't. There's nobody. I don't think.
It's like when you recasted when they did Nightmare on Elm Street, and Jackie,
Jackie.
had to take over the Freddy role.
right.
Fuck, that's hard.
It
man.
is,
You're
it
like,
is.
shit. I know I'm gonna get destroyed on this, man. So,
Yeah.
I would never. If they said, Jason, you could be fucking the new Ash, I'd be like, I ain't doing it.
No,
man.
that would be
Yeah.
incredibly big shoes.
That's-
to fill.
it's horrible.
like
He-
incredibly
He
big.
does a great job, and maybe he is nice. Maybe he's just an asshole to me. I don't know.
Yeah,
Which
maybe-
a lot of people are, so that's fine.
Maybe it's just you.
I'm okay with that. It doesn't bother me. So yeah, that's my Duke, man.
Yeah.
Bruce Campbell, rightfully so, belongs on this list. So,
Yeah. Oh yeah. 100%. I
Oh.
think that's a perfect Duke.
What do you got for your Duke?
My Duke is David Arquette.
Okay.
I love David Arquette so much.
I like
and
this pick.
He is just like such a little heartthrob. He's so sweet, but he's a badass in,
Sure.
in all of his movies.
Yeah.
Just super badass. I love him. I love him to death.
I do too. David Arquette works for me as well because he has that look. Sometimes he can be funny and all
Yeah.
that stuff, but
Or
can
he
also
could be like super.
yeah, he can be a badass too. So
Yeah.
Yeah, he has a lot of range as an actor.
He
That's
does.
good.
He does. Yeah.
especially in the horror, once again, a lot of people get so typecasted or just you get one lane to be in the horror genre, right?
Yeah.
Perfect example, Linnea. Once again, I love her to death, but she's not, I don't know. She's never going to be a final girl.
Yeah, she's never the final girl. She's
Right.
never gonna be like the detective of the group.
Right.
Like there you
Yeah.
gotta know your strengths.
For sure. You
And
know?
she does.
And
so
she
does
could,
he.
she could branch off to like, she could be like an evil principal,
Yeah.
bondage type of,
Yep.
you know,
Yep.
fucking.
Evil princess.
You know, or something like that. I
she's
could-
like the French teacher.
Yes.
The very like sexy French teacher, over sexualized French teacher.
Right. Yeah. So, which I'd love to see that role.
Yeah, I would too. I would too.
But yeah, no, Arquette, I'm cool with that. That's
Yeah.
a good Duke, right?
Yeah, I like him because he's like he can hold his own. He's royalty, but I don't think he would want to be king.
No,
He's too goofy and too laid back to be king.
for sure.
Did
So-
you ever see the movie Johns?
No.
Have you guys heard? Well, you haven't seen the movie Johns for sure.
Oh god.
No.
Oh god.
But I imagine
what
it's
is
about
it?
prostitution.
It is.
Yes,
and it came out like right around the time that Scream came out,
Oh.
and it's him and
And he's in
Lucas
it?
Haas,
Oh.
and they play prostitutes, gay prostitutes
What?
in the streets of LA. It's like got a good cast, and then there
I'm gonna have to watch
it
this. when I
takes
get
a
home.
fucking dark turn because it's kind of funny.
Yeah.
Because like he gets robbed because he's homeless, so he's like hooking up with dudes and like
Yeah.
basically prostituting. And then Lucas Haas is in love with them, and it's like his friend. But then
Oh.
there's like this weird angle where a car goes by filming, like it's if like the person
Yeah.
looking through the vehicle.
Right.
Turns out it's a John who's like a murderer.
Oh.
Who you just have
Fuck
to
it.
watch it.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to
Shit
watch
gets
this.
fucking-
Oh, I'm gonna have to
'cause
like
it's
literally
funny,
watch this.
But then it gets
But then it
crazy,
gets crazy.
dark.
Oh,
yeah.
I love that.
Nice.
I
It's
love it.
if you can find it because it's a really hard, weird movie to find.
Yeah. Oh,
But
I'll
I'm like,
find
what
it.
is this?
I
And it
can
came
find
up because I watched Scream, like
Yeah.
the most recent one.
Yeah.
And then it was like people that have watched this, watch this. I'm like, oh. And he's not even in it. He's not even in Scream.
Oh,
but people
yeah,
that had
right,
watched
but
it.
people are
Watch
watching
this,
it.
yeah.
watch
Yeah, and
that
I'm like,
one.
what is this? I'm like,
That makes
holy
sense.
shit. I'm
Yeah.
getting into this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then I'm like, oh damn, it got dark.
Damn, that's crazy. Oh, I'm gonna have to watch that now. That got me
Johns.
yeah, that got me
Johns,
super
okay.
excited.
Don't watch it, Jason. But
Yeah, don't watch it.
you don't want unless you want to watch fucking what's his name? We were just talking about him. Not Lucas Haas.
David Arquette.
David Arquette.
David Arquette. Yeah, I was like,
Well, I was
did you
thinking of
already
Lucas
forget?
Haas. Unless you want to watch
Let's talk
like
age here. Let's talk about we should do
I'm-
cognitive tests here.
Yeah,
let's not. It's David Arquette. I haven't had food. Sorry.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's true.
David Arquette putting a condom in his mouth and then giving somebody a
gave
blowjob.
himself a
Whoa,
blowjob.
okay,
Yeah,
I'll-
Safe sex is very important.
I might.
Very-
It
very
is.
important.
I'm glad.
Just don't watch it.
Might fast forward that point. Anyway,
Right.
so
Yeah. Love that.
Yeah.
is he gay? Is he in real life?
No,
No,
he
he's
was
not.
married to Courtney
David Arquette.
Cox
Yeah,
forever.
Courtney Cox.
What does that
Yeah.
mean? I mean,
They had kids.
They had
Oh,
kids.
okay.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. I don't know if they did or
They
not.
do.
But
They
do
do.
they have
Yeah,
kids?
they have kids.
Oh, Coco. They have a kid named Coco, right?
I don't know.
They have a kid
I
named
know that they
Coco.
do have a daughter together.
oh, okay.
Or a pet named Coco.
There's
Something.
a daughter.
I don't know.
in the picture.
There's a Coco
That's
involved.
Ice-T's wife.
Yeah.
Oh,
that
that's
is.
right.
Oh
Yeah.
my god!
Way
How
off.
did you get that confused?
No, I think they really do have a daughter
Oh,
named
do they?
Coco.
They
Don't
probably
they
do.
look like they would name somebody Coco?
They
do,
would.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, they did.
Yeah, they definitely do.
Yeah, okay.
Anyways,
All right. So
yeah, so-
and we already got your Duke.
yeah, we already got your.
So
Duke.
Yeah.
we're on to the
The
Prince
Prince?
and Princess. So
Yep.
we'll do Princess
Yeah.
first.
Princess.
Okay.
Yep.
So, well, we will start with you, Franco.
Me?
Your
Oh,
princess.
okay. My princess is Toni Collette.
Tony. Okay.
Oh, that's so funny because that's who I originally had as my
Really?
princess, and then
Yeah.
I took her off.
We did?
I did take her off, but I have somebody way more important in my book.
Oh,
Sorry, Tony.
Man.
Sorry, Tony.
you got like the high
Queen
court
of
of
the
like
castle, Queen of the
Estonia
castle.
or something, right?
I just love Toni Collette.
I love Tony Collette too.
And
He's so good.
although some people like Hereditary seems to be like either all in or all out for a lot
Right.
of people, she's just amazing.
How
in
do you
it.
not
I
like
was gonna
Hereditary?
say, how do you not? Well, I mean,
There's been people
You don't
in
even
here-
have to like Hereditary. How did you not like Toni Collette in
Yeah.
Hereditary?
I know.
She, even if like fuck
that
the,
table
fuck the-
scene, man.
Yeah, fuck the whole like
God.
storyline of it. You cannot tell me she did not give it her all plus like 10% more
Sure. Yeah.
than what she needed to.
And The
in my
Sixth
opinion.
Sense.
Yeah,
on.
and the Sixth
Oh,
Sense.
yeah.
Yeah. There's no reason like
I was just screaming in the mic. Sorry, but and The Sixth
no,
Sense.
we have to. That's how this is.
How
that's what
passionate
Toni
I am
Collette
about
does
this.
to us.
Yeah, Toni Collette. I like when she gets like strung out look. I dig it. You know, that
Yeah.
little dirty, fucking angry. Like, you know, I don't know. Like she's can be in a trailer park. Fucking, you know,
She can
but-
do it all.
Yeah, she has.
She
it.
really is.
She has that range. That's a good one. That's an
I like it.
unexpected one.
Yeah, I love
I'm
Toni
actually
Collette.
I'm happy with this. So
Yeah, I love it. I love
okay,
it.
you're princess. This is
Ooh.
princess is a big role by
Princess
the way.
is a big
This
role.
is not like
and
you're not picking just anybody here, right?
I
Uh-oh,
picked,
maybe
and I
you did.
and I picked. No. I picked truly a horror icon in
Mm.
her own right. And we've already talked about her, or I have already.
Okay.
But I picked Catherine Isabel.
Yeah.
I love Catherine Isabel.
Okay.
Her range in horror is so like wide span that I was like, she's definitely a princess. Like definitely
Yeah.
the princess. I love her. She's done so much even in from like just starting off as a kid. She was in like Goosebumps.
Oh, was she?
Yeah,
I
she
didn't
was
know
in
that.
Goosebumps, and like then she goes on to do, you know, Ginger Snaps,
Yeah.
and then she goes into adulthood doing like, oh god, there was. I think she was in one of the Hatchets. I
Oh,
think one of the Hatchets. Then she did American Mary.
Yeah.
I mean, she's crazy. I mean, I love her. I love
Yeah.
her to death. She. I
No,
couldn't
you're
think of
right.
Anybody. I mean, Freddy versus Jason.
Yeah, that's, that's
God,
where I was going to go next.
she's
right?
so good.
I'm actually shocked here because I thought your list was going to suck. Just,
Well,
sorry.
Wow.
You know, I was super worried because I'm like my inspiration is, or not inspiration, but my references are all 2000. So it's
That's
like
what I'm saying. I
there's
thought-
not a lot of great people in the 2000.
Well,
era.
and I still think you gotta like get you gotta have some with some stripes, right? In other words,
Yeah.
you gotta earn your stripes in the horror world to be on a horror court, high
yeah,
court, right?
Oh yeah,
But you've nailed it. You so
Yeah.
far. I mean, we still got a couple more to go.
yeah. We still have a few more. It could go down.
You still have time to fail.
Yeah, I still have time.
But no, this is actually I'm actually a little bit impressed now. This is actually good because I was like, there is no one in those late mid late 2000s that we're going to give a shit about. But
Right.
I was wrong. I was
Yeah,
wrong,
no, Catherine Isabel. I mean, OG, love her. She still does tons of shit now, even nowadays. So I'm like, oh man, I just love her. I love
Yeah.
her to death, and she's like truly just one of those
Has she done like
a crush.
Matt? She hasn't done anything, right? She doesn't do cons.
No, or
Has she done?
I don't
anything?
think
no,
I've seen
I
her
don't.
at
I
cons.
haven't
Yeah.
seen her. In
I've never
cons,
seen
no.
her at.
I think it's a lot of these.
even in Monster Palooza. I've never
These
seen her.
late, these late 2000s or 2000, they haven't hit the con level
Yeah,
yet.
yeah.
Not
or-
saying they can go to con and kill it, but I think I think when you hit cons, you're like, I'm slowing down a little bit in my
right.
career.
I was about to say.
Mm.
I'm still going to do some acting here and there, but
Yeah.
this is going to be a good source of income. I don't have
Right.
to worry. I don't be chasing gigs and
Yeah,
auditioning.
I was just
Yeah.
about to say. I think give her a few more years, and we'll probably start
Yeah.
seeing her when she starts getting a little bit up, like older
for sure.
and stuff, and where she just doesn't want to. Then the cons will be like, and then I mean that also makes people want to see her more as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%. So that's I'd love to see her at a con.
I would love,
Especially
I-
Gathering
oh,
the
yeah.
Ghouls.
Oh,
Hard.
Yeah,
oh,
right.
I
Call us.
probably, I'd probably die.
Yeah.
I literally would probably die if I ever got to meet her. Like she is just my.
She's sweet.
I love her to death.
All right, so my princess. This is look. I'm jumping out of the 80s and 90s, which is a
Yeah.
shock, and actually jumping into the 2000s.
Yep.
Vera Farmiga.
Vera
Farmiga.
Farmiga.
Yep.
I can't ever say her last name.
Vera
Farmiga. I
Farmiga.
love.
Farmiga.
Farmiga.
Farmiga. Is that
Yeah.
like Italian?
No, she's like a Slavic. She's like
Knew it.
Oh yeah. I have.
I love her, man. But
I do
'cause she. I mean, I know this is she kills it in the controversy, which
Right.
Franco doesn't like the controversy that much. But look, she is like the perfect Lorraine Warren. She's
Yeah.
just good when it comes to paranormal. I think
Amazing.
Yeah, she kills it. She
Yep.
just she knows how to keep that tension going, and she's always serious. And
Yeah.
I like
Yep.
her, and she's got her sister's great too. By the
Yep,
way,
Thaisa, I love them. I love that whole family. But
Yeah.
even in like Orphan, I loved her in Orphan.
Vera.
Yeah, Vera was in
Vera
Orphan.
was
She's
the
in the first
mom.
one. Yep,
Oh,
she's,
yeah,
she's
she
the
was
mom
the
in the
mom.
first
Hold on.
one. Yep.
It's funny because I was whoever the orphan. I was sitting there. I was like, I need to get my brain working and look
Yeah.
up kids, right?
Yeah.
Or
Oh yeah.
and they kept putting that girl,
Yep.
an orphan. I don't know
Yep.
her name.
Yeah,
Whatever.
Orphan girl.
Yeah, Orphan girl.
I'm like,
Yeah.
aren't you 45? I mean, you're not a kid. You play a kid, but you're
She-
not a.
She's my age.
Okay.
Is she in her 20s?
Yeah.
She's 24.
I thought she was older.
She was older.
Me
No,
too.
Nope. She's only
I
like
know.
she's only like 24.
I heard that too, and I was
Yeah.
like, I was disappointed because
Either like I think she's either like the same age or like maybe a year and a half older. But like she's not.
She's young.
Yeah, because when like
Yeah.
the Orphan came out, we were relatively the same age.
Mm.
Yeah.
yeah, which blows my mind because I thought even in the first orphan, I mean, the second orphan, what was it called? What was it?
First kill.
First kill,
Yeah.
right?
Mhm.
You can see the age, man. You know what I'm saying? It's like you can try to hide that all you want.
Yeah, yeah. They did the best they could.
The first
Uh,
one, good job.
rules.
But
They
then
ruled
I
up.
look at it, she wasn't. I mean, how old was she? She was in her teens.
Yeah, I think she was like 12, 13.
Yeah.
I was gonna say,
So
'cause
she
it-
really
it
was
did-
a kid, you know?
Yeah, she was a kid. Yeah,
Remember
yeah.
in the 80s, like every high school person was like 40 in high school.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah,
But
yeah.
you could get away with it, right?
Yep.
I mean,
Mhm.
I look back at these 80s movies and watch anything that's at high school, and you're like, God, these
Yeah.
people like, it looks like they'd be trading on the stock market.
Yep.
But
You know?
then
Yeah.
when you look at videos, like I've been like seeing them on YouTube where people post their videos from high school and people do look 40.
Dude.
Yeah. Oh,
They look that
you know,
that's what worked.
But now everybody looks super young because like
Yeah.
even
Totally.
I feel like I look
Botox in high school.
incredibly young for being 24. Like
I do- you do.
I feel like
You
I
do.
look really young
Yeah.
for being 24. Like it's wild to see like my generation like something happened.
Sure.
I don't know what the fuck happened, but
You-
we all
it
look
was
really young.
obsession with
Yeah.
adolescence.
You're right there,
staying
man. It was, yeah. I mean, I remember I graduated high school in 91. All right. So, whew, I know. But like in the, so as a kid in the 80s, like, you're right. I see guys, and it wasn't like, okay, you got facial hair. Kids got facial hair now. And all this,
Yeah.
But it was like, the guys in high school driving a fucking T-top Camaro.
Yeah.
And he has like 3 kids and he works at fucking, Montgomery Ward's on the weekends.
Yeah.
It's like, this guy, it's like, that's how it was back then. It was crazy, man.
It's crazy because like I'll see like people from my high school, like they'll have kids, and I'm like, you're still a child. What do you mean you have a baby?
Yeah.
I'm like, your baby looks like your brother at this point. Like they're all like so young, all like young looking that like when they have kids, it just fucks me up.
I'm actually happy now because like my kid, 19, and she's a preschool teacher, assistant preschool teacher right now, right? So she is, but now she's working with like 2-year-olds and 3-year-olds, right? She's changing diapers. She's just, and I'm like, I'm not gonna be a grandfather for at least another 10 years. I'm like, she comes home and is just
scare her off.
She's just got eyes as big. I'm like, wow.
It was so funny because actually on this past Saturday, she showed me a picture of a bite that a kid bit her and like visibly like tore her skin.
Assaulted.
Like a 2-year-old.
like a poltergeist bite.
Yes.
Yeah. It was like gnarly looking. I'm like, I
would have quit 5 times already.
That's way to like scare them off from never having children.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. So I actually low key love this. This is nice.
By the
100%.
way, one of the things, this is just a theory, but so if you look back at those videos I was talking about, how people look a lot older than they were, that at the same time, when did this start changing? It started changing when gay people started to become out. And be more, and it started to become more acceptable. So we basically taught you guys how to stay young.
Yeah. Oh, 100%.
Because you guys were aging at the speed of straight.
That is true, man.
Like
I look like a 45-year-old businessman.
Because you guys like had us all bashed into the closet.
Yeah.
All of our people were like, you know what I mean?
True.
All of our people stayed in the closet, and then once they started coming out, we started to be like, hey, here's some skincare.
Thank you, gay community. You guys, look at you. This is nice.
They introduced all the lotions.
We were looking old.
Sunblock.
They introduced all the lotions and potions that we have to all do now.
That's a great point.
If I brought somebody over to my house and they didn't see like on my bathroom counter there was like 6 face products, they'd probably leave right there and been like, I don't trust this psychopath.
Nope.
Like, what's wrong with
psycho? You really are insane.
Yeah.
This guy's not gay.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's get him out of here.
Oh man, that's funny.
Okay.
All right. So we are on our what are we on?
What?
Prince.
We're on Prince. Yeah.
We're on our Prince.
Yeah.
Yeah. I forgot who just went last.
I forget too.
Yeah. So
is it my turn?
Yeah, your Prince. Yeah, because you did Vera.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. Very okay. My turn. Okay. So my Prince, I had to go old school. All right. And I had to go OG Dracula, Bela Lugosi. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we had
this was a shocker, honestly.
Really?
When I saw this, I was like, "Wow, we are going way back, way back."
Look,
it's a great pick.
Oh yeah. Now, if you watch the first Dracula, right, 1931, it's really not a good film.
No, it's not.
It's because they didn't have background music at the time. It's really the atmosphere suffered. It looked cool for black and white.
It looks amazing.
Yeah, and but it's not a good movie, man. It was boring. Honestly,
so
right?
Boring.
But the fact that he was, well, I know they're going to say Max Schreck was the first Nosferatu, right? But was the first vampire. But
right.
The first Dracula, Universal monster type of thing. Bela was great, and then he died in an Ed Wood movie. Basically, Ed Wood killed him. If you want to, put it out there. And what a way to go out, though. You know what I'm saying? But it was actually sad because if you ever watch. Whatever the Ed Wood movie was called. Maybe it was just called Ed Wood. Fuck, I think it was.
Are you talking about the Johnny Depp Ed Wood?
Yes, yeah.
Like biopic, yeah.
Right. And where him and Bela were like best friends, right? He kind of befriended him. And it was when Bela was a drug addict. He was a hardcore, needle. I don't know. I think he was shooting up like painkillers or whatever, right?
Probably,
And I mean, old guy, but he kind of, his fame has went away and he's just dying off. And it's a sad thing when you see that in Hollywood, right? You know, when you're a big star, but then you just kind of fade away. And Ed Wood was like the guy that kind of like to the very end till Bela died was like singing his, waving his flag and all that stuff. Yeah. Kept him gave him, stupid parts in Plan 9 from Outer Space and stuff like that, where he got to play, a Dracula type character and all that. But you gotta respect, with all the vampire movies and all that stuff. I mean, if it wasn't for Bella, who had that iconic look, that when the light would come on, it'd just be the light of his eyes,
just
right?
the shaft.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was so good, man.
Yeah,
and
it
so, and that's why I give him mad respect, and that's why he's my prince.
Yeah,
I love it. Yeah,
I love that.
Rest in pieces, man.
Rest in
yes,
peace.
yes. So, all right, who is your prince?
Oh, my prince. All right,
Freddie Prinze Jr.
Oh, it almost was. It almost was. It almost was. No,
I wouldn't have been a bad choice. I like some Freddie Prinze, man.
Oh yeah.
We need to get him at Archon. What's he doing these days?
He's doing a podcast now.
Right.
He's not doing
a podcast.
cons.
He's not.
No.
Son of a bitch.
No,
All right.
I wish. I wish.
We'll get him.
He's really tall.
He'll be desperate enough someone these
Yeah,
days.
he is.
He's like 6'4", right?
Yeah, he's insanely tall. Yeah.
Oh, is he really?
Yeah. Him next to like Sarah.
Ryan Philippe.
Or
He
I
made
was
him
like-
look really short too.
That's true. Yeah.
Ryan Philippe. Yeah.
Yeah. They're. Oh God, I love him. Anyways, no, my next love is Matthew Lillard.
Okay.
I love Matthew
Also
Lillard.
tall.
Also tall, yeah. There was like no way I could like not include Matthew
Sure.
Lillard in this royal court. I had to add him somewhere, and
Yeah.
I was like, you know what? He gives like a great Prince vibe. I love.
I agree
him.
with that. I do agree with that.
His, again, same with like Catherine. Wide range,
Yeah.
done everything.
Yeah.
Like done everything. Can be funny. Can be genuinely terrifying.
Yeah.
You know. I love him in like specifically 13 Ghost. I love him. I thought he did like a great, like he could be very serious.
He totally.
He could also just be like a goofball in that movie.
You go like Scooby Doo.
Scooby Doo.
Right?
Yep.
Yeah.
That's range though. That's good.
Yeah, I love it. And so I was like, you know what? He's a great prince. A great
Yeah.
prince. Somewhere like where he doesn't want to be king, but like, you know, he's the adjacent.
I agree with that. He could also, I mean, you could fit him in the jester role if you want to.
And the jester.
'Cause he's
yeah.
got a lot of comedic value, right?
Yeah, he
and all that
does.
stuff. And
Yeah.
just the way he talks and the way he acts and,
Yep.
and all that stuff. So
Yeah.
he's well rounded. He could fit, I think, anywhere in his court. And a prince is fine. I like that. I like that.
Yeah,
So,
I like it. Yeah. He's amazing. I love him. I love him
All
so
right.
much.
Speaking of
Yeah.
princes,
Yeah. So I picked Devin Sawa.
Devin Sawa.
Yeah,
Oh
that's my
man.
Prince.
I have no idea who that is.
Really?
Final Destination.
Oh, is that his name? I
that's
don't
his
know
name.
names.
Yeah.
I see floating heads. I don't know who
Yeah.
He's that really bad
what was
Photoshop
the idle
floating head.
hand.
Okay,
He's an
all right.
idle hand.
He's an idle hands.
He's
Okay,
a-
I know
he's
he
in
is
so
now.
much.
I just don't.
Casper.
I'm old. I don't know
Yeah.
names.
He was in Casper, right? He was
He
the
was. He
voice
was
of-
Casper. Yeah. He
Oh,
was
was he?
Casper. Yep.
Really? Why'd you pick him?
Beauty and the Beast. He's
I don't know.
He's Chip and Beauty and the
I
Beast.
saw a couple of his nudes the other day.
Oh my
It popped into
god.
it just popped up.
He's on the new he's on the cover of Fangoria this month.
Is he?
Yeah.
Oh shit!
I love Devin
I'm
Sawa.
kidding. I didn't see his nudes. In other words.
I was like, yeah, there's no way. I was like, he has class.
I
He
saw
wouldn't
his
have
nudes.
those.
Yeah,
Not impressed.
I've seen better.
He was almost my king. Almost.
For
He
real?
almost made my king.
I can't believe I didn't
Devin
know who he
Sawa-
was. I just didn't know the name. I know the face now. I got
Because
it.
he just does so much too. He's in so much.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
got
A wide range.
a big
but I-
catalog.
Man,
really.
Yeah.
he's also just very handsome, man.
So you
very
kind of
handsome
did a little modernness just as well.
I had to sprinkle some.
Yeah,
in,
yeah,
too.
yeah. I like
Yeah.
this. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
All right. So now we're down to this is it.
We're down to the last
queen
two.
and king.
the,
Right.
the main
These,
shebang.
yeah, this is like you run the court.
Yep.
This is what I'm very interested in seeing your guys'
I'm
choices.
so excited to share these two. Oh,
Because
man.
my two, I'm telling you right now, are just they're perfect. All right,
Yeah.
I can't. I'm just going to throw it out there. Right.
Yeah.
Whether you guys at home like this or not, I don't care because this
Yeah.
mine.
It's like I got
two
the
are-
mic and you don't.
Yeah.
Literally.
Hope I turn this thing on. Anyway, this is how this defines you, by the
Yes.
way, right? As a horror fan,
Yep.
who is your king and queen?
Oh,
so
man.
Oh, it
I should have
defines
told
me.
you. I should have told you that before you actually made your picks. But
Yeah.
yes.
Oh,
Yeah, now I'm a little worried. Uh-oh.
All right, let's ladies first. Let's go queen first. So
Yep,
Franco, you kick it off. Who's your queen?
queen.
My queen of the court is Sigourney Weaver.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Solid choice, by the
Solid.
way.
That's
Yeah,
good. Oh,
you-
man. Now I'm real nervous about my pick.
So because there's like two types of queen, right? So there's like your queen consort,
Yes.
and then there's their queen regnat. Queen consort
Wow.
would be Camilla. So she's married to the king and she's the queen,
Okay.
Yeah.
but she has no power.
Gotcha.
Then your queen regnat would be the queen
The-
who's in charge.
In charge, yeah.
Sigourney would be my queen regnat.
Oh,
For
yeah,
sure. She would be
100%.
running the shit. She's 6 feet tall.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. I love her so
She
much.
kicks so much ass.
No, 100%. Yeah. And I like this pick actually. I didn't even cross my mind, but it would have if I would have kind of thought about this. But this is a great pick.
She does give that like queen role too. Like,
Oh,
very just like,
just like alpha
You don't
yeah,
authority.
yeah, very alpha.
And
yeah.
she was, but we were watching this movie. It's not great, but she's it's got a lot of good people in it. The Village we were just talking about the other day. Remember?
Oh, The Village. Yeah.
And she's really good in that.
Yeah.
She plays
Yeah.
Joaquin Phoenix's mom.
Yeah, yeah.
Yep.
That's
Yeah,
it.
she's really good.
Okay.
I love her.
I love her. Not only does she do horror really well, but she does like comedy extremely
Mhm.
well too.
Sure.
There's a like obviously we're a horror podcast, but I'm just gonna give a shout out to You Again, which has
Is that a movie?
yeah, it's a movie
Okay.
and it's really funny where
I
like
thought you were talking about Franco. You want me to
No,
shout out to Franco?
You
It-
Again.
it's really funny. She plays like the aunt of like this girl. They're getting married and stuff like that. But like her and Jamie Lee Curtis,
Oh.
both two scream queens in a
Mhm.
movie. Yeah, Jamie Lee Curtis and her, they're like rivals from high school, and they're both like the mom figures of
Yeah.
these two girls.
Really?
It's such a funny movie. I love her. But Sigourney Weaver, she does just
Yeah.
well, so
Yeah,
well.
She's
Love
queen.
her.
She needs to be on a Royal High Court for sure.
Yeah.
So
Oh yeah.
I'm very
100%.
I'm giving you a golf clap on that.
Yeah.
A little
100%.
patter,
Oh,
little.
yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh man, I am
So now-
nervy.
So far, Franco's passed the test as a true horror fan.
You know what? My queen, I'm gonna give it. This is a pretty good queen.
Okay. Oh, really?
This is a very good queen.
All
Yeah.
right.
It's me. No, just kidding. I'm just kidding. No, so
I nominate me.
yeah, I nominate me.
Fuck you guys.
Yeah, no. So my queen is Jennifer Tilly.
Okay,
Oh boy,
okay.
Jennifer
Wow.
Tilly. My goodness,
I'm not hating this. Man, 'cause
There-
I'm in love with her too.
there
She's
is
amazing.
nobody else I thought who could fill the queen role other
Yeah.
than Jennifer fucking Tilly.
So,
I love her.
The
so much.
attitude she has is very queen like.
Very,
I
very, very.
can see this, you know.
Yeah.
The way she carries herself, she's very same back, with the Sigourney thing, very confident. You know what I'm
Yes,
saying?
Very.
And I can see going off many of her roles, by the
Yep.
way, you know what I'm saying? But I can totally see this, man. Her
Yeah.
with the little crown and
Yeah.
just be like, let them eat cake.
Yeah,
You know?
exactly. Yeah. She's like, oh man, she'd be a fun ass queen. I'm
Oh,
just saying
yeah.
it right now. Oh,
Man.
I would love to see her at like a dinner table, just like mayhem, just kick in.
Yes.
I love her
Or
so
bedroom.
much. Yeah, or the bedroom.
Yeah.
Oh, I love her, and like just like too like beauty too. She is
Oh,
just
she's
like
great. Yeah.
timeless beauty. I just love the way Jennifer Tilly just like you said, hold herself. She is.
I think
just-
that's it. I think that's the
Oh.
way. Yeah, she's got
Elegance.
the confidence. You can't have. This is what I like about this. Jamie Lee Curtis, because I'm telling you right now, it's not my pick.
Yeah.
Did not end up as the queen. So if you thought that low hanging fruit type of stuff, okay, Jamie Lee Curtis, the scream queen of all scream queens,
Yeah.
in a lot of people's eyes. Did she make your list? I think she made your. No, she didn't make anybody's list.
No, she didn't. I thought that was too obvious.
I did
to
too.
be honest.
She's got an Oscar. Fucking go.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
got it.
Yeah, she's
get-
already gotten
yeah,
her cake.
Yeah,
okay,
get
she
outta
can't
here.
eat it too.
Right. Yeah. Okay. Mine may shock a few of you out here, but it is the OG Elvira.
Yes.
I'm talking about Vampira.
Vampira.
Now, this is the reason I say this, right? Is I know Vampire, once again, she's. If you look at it, did Elvira steal her look? I don't fucking care. It doesn't matter,
Right.
right? When one person goes out, the next person needs to come in, right?
When one Supreme falls, the
Right.
other
Another one rises.
The other one rises.
Correct. And,
So-
and when Elvira retires the black dress one day, I'm sure somebody will pick it up
Me.
as well, right?
Me.
There we go.
From
Yes,
Melda.
Melda.
Come
Right.
on.
We need this. Yes. And so, but you go back to old school once again. This is black and white
Yep.
days, right? This is
Oh, yeah.
this is the Vampire had this super thin waist. I don't know how physically that was possible.
Yes.
It looks like it was paid, and she walked with that grace, that little
that
I don't know.
stance.
that stance, right?
Oh,
And with those creepy eyes,
Yep.
creepy eyebrows, and just that
Oh,
look, that
God.
giant forehead. But
Yep.
it just reminded me, like when you think of old school horror host, right?
Yeah.
That's it, right? You
she's
need
quite literally the blueprint. She
Correct.
is the
Yeah.
blueprint to
Yeah.
every queen horror figure.
For
Like
sure.
every I don't care, the glamour ghoul or whatever you want to call it. Vampira is always
Yes.
She's
The
infused into. She is the blueprint that's
Yeah.
infused into a lot of,
yes,
not just horror, like drag. We have,
drag.
like,
Yeah.
like
Really?
like she inspired her, like inspired Dita Von Teese,
Dita
who
Von
inspired
Teese,
Oh,
yeah.
nice.
who inspired Violet Chachki.
Violet
So it's
Chachki.
got, she
yeah,
has
it
like
goes down to
a
just
legacy.
royalty. I mean, quite
Yeah.
literally royalty
for sure.
And you know, it's funny because obviously you showed us your list before
Yeah.
we picked ours. I originally wanted Vampire on my list as well, but I saw that you had, I was like, perfect.
Okay, well,
because I was like, and that's why I added Elvira, because if you have Vampira, you got to have the counterpart. You
For
got
sure.
you got to have the opposite, and just, you know, if Vampire just fits so well
Yeah.
as the queen.
And-
She is the queen of dark.
I agree. And yeah, and like the original Queen of Dark,
Yeah.
right?
Uh-huh.
And so, and I know like the younger crowd, it's good that you know, because you're
Yeah.
the younger crowd, know who she is, but a lot of people won't. But
No.
they'll see images of her and like,
Yeah.
is that like a Elvira knockoff?
Yeah.
But they don't
Mhm.
realize she
They don't
was actually
realize.
the OG, right?
Yeah.
And like I said, I'm not in. There's to me, I think Vampire. If you look at, she had an issue with Elvira, right?
Yes.
So she's stealing her look, but when you're like 90, who cares, right? You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? It's
Right.
like you got to pass it on.
And you know, it's like life imitates art. Like
Yeah.
you like, or like, you know, flattery. Just like take it like with so much flatter that like, you know, you are inspiring so many generations
Sure.
from this point on. Like
Yeah.
it's so
In a very iconic image of her, right?
Yes.
She just could stand there with her like this.
All,
and it's just
she had to
so
do was
rad,
just look
dude.
at the camera, and
Yeah.
you're like, oh my
Yeah.
god! Like just
Mhm.
you know the intimidation she gave, was
Who was
amazing.
also in a Plan 9 from Outer Space
Yep.
with Bela Lugosi
Yep.
as well,
Mhm.
right?
Yep, yep,
and
yep.
she's her in that weird just graveyard, just standing doing what she does, right? And it's so classic. So yeah, that's my queen, man. Just
Yeah.
out of respect, that's my
yeah,
queen. You know?
yeah. You know what?
For sure.
She had to be there. She has
Yeah.
to be there. It's amazing.
All right, so now we're down to the king. We're down to
king.
the guy wearing the crown here,
Yeah.
and I guess it's my turn. So I will lead off with this. I had to go with another old school icon. I'm doing all this. Most of these are all black and whites, and I'm
Yep.
doing here when we get to the higher parks. Every time I think of a king and queen, I think old.
Yeah.
Right. And to think of a king is a lot, but I'm going to throw Vincent Price. I got to go
Oh,
Vincent Price on this,
yeah.
man. I mean, the guy for decades, from the 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, he played a crucial part when you thought horror, right? And once again, or think Michael Jackson, Thriller. You
Yeah.
don't think you may think of the Wolfman outfit, right? And but that voice
Yes,
is
Yeah.
fucking
Oh,
Vincent Price.
Yep.
And if you ever get to go, I tell people go on YouTube and watch. I can't remember what it was. It's like a Johnny Carson or a letter, one of those old school talk shows, right? And they had Vincent Price on there, and he actually read that memorized. So you didn't have to whatever read it, but that opening monologue, right?
Yeah.
With for Thriller, and he does it
Oh.
just live on air. It's
It's
just
so
as fucking good
Yeah.
as it is in the music video. You
Yep.
know, I mean, and I'll go back to House of Haunted Hill. I mean, just
Oh.
so many iconic movies
There-
that Vincent was
Yeah,
in, right?
there and even like one that really stands out to me was Edward Scissorhands.
Yes.
He doesn't even speak a word in that movie.
Yeah.
He is silently just doing his thing.
Yes.
And he has like such a chokehold on the audience as being like this mad scientist creator.
Yeah.
And it's like you don't even have to say a fucking word.
Great-
Just to show.
And that's always a good role for him, right? That
Yep.
type of, the guy is always in a suit or
Yep.
something. Even if he has a
Oh.
lab coat over top, it's still a
Yeah.
suit underneath it,
Yeah.
old school days like that
Yeah.
and everything. But yeah, he was just, classic horror. He could not, although he has a cookbook. He had a cookbook out, which is
I love
something
that.
non-horror. I actually had it at the shop at one point. It lasted 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Oh,
I don't know why people wanted the Vincent Price cookbook,
Yeah.
right? Which is, I'm kind of interested myself, believe it or not.
Yeah.
But when you think that old school OG horror, man, he is the man. So
Yep, he is.
that's my king, and rightfully so, and whether once again whether you like the guy or not, you got to appreciate what he did for this genre.
Oh
man.
yeah.
You know?
Yeah, no doubt. He a staple.
Yeah.
A big old staple in horror.
So what? Now it's your turn.
Oh
Now
man,
this is the
mine.
king. Who's running your
mine.
court?
All right, mine Loki is just a huge crush of mine. So I just gave him
That's
the
what
king.
I did too.
Yeah, I gave him the king. Only because again, he's like, if I think of
Freddie
like,
Prinze Jr.
I wish no,
Freddie
no, even
Prinze
better,
Sr.?
even better. I was thinking of like the blueprint of like what he did for horror, and especially my generation
Yes.
of horror. What he did, he changed this. Mine's Skeet Ulrich.
Oh,
Mine's Skeet
we're
Ulrich.
going down the whole fucking Screamcast.
Yeah, the
here.
whole Screamcast is here.
Basically.
But
I-
it is your generation, though. You're
It
right.
is.
you know?
It is. And like what he did, not only for like Scream, like just playing that psycho boyfriend,
Yeah.
just super crazy. But then he's in like The Craft. He's playing the jock. He
Yeah.
quite literally like brought like the teenage, like the teenage horror
You're right.
into blah 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 blah. I'm so excited I can't even talk. Into the 2000s, we talk about like blueprints, like Vampira being the blueprint to like TV hosts and stuff like that. Skeet was like the blueprint for like the jock psycho boyfriend.
Sure.
You always got that like that weird like character in every horror movie in the 2000s where you see it's like, oh, he's the boyfriend, but he's acting weird. There's something not right about him. You like that he's like kind of mysterious. He's a little bit like, edgy and stuff. He just did so much. And I was like, he has to be the king of
that
horror.
image, every time I think you say Ski, I picture that image where he's in the bloody screen shirt. He's got like, he's licking his finger with blood or something like that. It's like a very thirst trappy fucking
exactly.
thirst trappy.
Very thirsty. Yeah,
But
like he was like the hot psycho boyfriend that everybody wants.
He's still commanding king prices at cons. He's killing at cons. So
and he recently just posted a thirst trap to where he was shirtless on Twitter. My God, the man is like, I think he's like 40 something years old.
He's
and
probably like, almost 50.
Close to 50. And I mean, this man looks like he's in his 30s. Like, I mean, come on.
Come on. Skeet's great. Now, that's why it's I knew you go with a modern something, right? I knew you weren't going to pick a Vincent Price or something old like that, right? But this is good. This is the modern. This is why we all have different lists. I like this, man. This is actually
I loved it.
This is so the whole Screamcast. You pretty much had the Screamcast.
I had almost the whole Screamcast. Yeah.
He also plays the gay prostitute in I swear, yes, he does in the movie As Good as It Gets.
Okay, I thought it was that. I thought
he
about
does.
John's.
Yeah.
Again, I was
like, no, he's not in John.
No,
everyone is in John. The Scream guys are all in John.
Yeah, they all have like all the heartthrobs. Oh man,
that's awesome.
That needs to happen.
Yeah. All right, well, who is your king, Franco?
My horror court king is Kurt Russell.
Oh man, that's a good one.
I didn't even think of that.
Kurt Russell.
Yeah, dude. That's a brilliant one, man.
Kurt Russell
that's
all
a
the way.
really
And even if you disappear from the thing, right, and go just say Escape from New York, man. No one plays a fucking cooler guy. I mean, once again, like Escape from New York, once again, not horror, but dark, right?
Yep.
No one plays a better, just fucking tough guy.
Yeah.
That movie is one of the few movies where I can feel escape, although it's not horror.
Yeah.
I do feel my heart rate elevated when I'm watching it.
Oh, for sure.
Yep.
Just the suspense, of that fear of being trapped. Like just, God.
Yeah. And what's a great concept, if anybody's not seen Escape from New York, it's basically New York City or Manhattan is all one big prison.
Yep.
And once you fuck up, they just throw you in there and you just deal with it. There's no food. You just live like a rat in there, and there's gangs and all that stuff. And of course, the president of the United States, his plane crashes or whatever inside this prison, and they got to hire the baddest of the baddest, Snake Plissken, which I love it. They're like, they're talking. The best is that interview. If those who haven't seen it, when he's just like, we lost the president. He's in it. And he's like, get a new president. That's it. He doesn't give a fuck. He goes, I'm not interested.
Yeah.
But then they trick him and put like explosives in his neck.
Yeah.
But
as they do.
No one. I don't think it's anybody cooler than this guy, even in the thing. All right.
Yeah.
McGreedy, he plays an amazing.
He's also
character.
in Planet Terror, right?
I think he is.
Oh no, he was in. He was in Death Proof.
I think he's also in Planet. I think he plays one of the doctors in
he
Planet Terror.
He may have doubled it.
They all
That.
doubled.
Yeah. You know what? He's in the Grindhouse movie, and they're amazing. Like just amazing. I could not think of more like a badass horror icon.
Even when you go like comedy, like Big Trouble in Little China and all that stuff. I mean, he is. But the thing is definitely. I mean, it's got to be top 5 all-time horror movies. I mean, it's just incredibly done well, right? Obviously from practical effects and that, and once again, how calm and cool he is in these movies is just. It's a settling. I don't know. You just feel good around it. Like even though he's probably not that way in real life, I don't know. Maybe he is. I don't know. Yeah. But that's the kind of guy you gravitate to when shit goes south. Right?
You feel like you keep you alive.
He is going to keep things cool. Yep. I got this, and it's fucking rad, man. And anybody with an eye patch is rad.
Oh yeah, him and the eye patch. Yeah, but like. You know what? Like, who better as the king? The one who runs the whole show.
You have to be.
Yeah. He runs the whole kingdom. You got to have someone who's strong and can deal with shit on his own.
I love it.
I love it.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. Well, there's our Jesus. That's it.
That's our horror high court.
Wow. That's not bad.
Now, okay, so now an interesting thing is now you got to in the comments. You guys got to decide who court would you be in? Like what court would you stand
Yeah.
Would it be Wolf Tummy's? Would it be mine, or would it be Jason's? Who would you guys want to to
That's a
serve
tough
under.
one, man.
It's
Yeah.
hard. That's a hard choice.
Yeah.
I don't even know. Even after picking my own, I still don't know if I would pick my own.
Yeah. Well, Frankie, you had some questionable ones for a while.
Yeah.
But you really ended strong. You really,
Yeah.
you ended
Yeah,
really
I don't know.
strong.
I was like, Kurt Russell, you kind of sold me right there.
Uh,
Like, I don't care about anybody else.
I don't
Kurt
know how I
Russell,
forgot him. I should have put him on there. Damn
Yeah,
it. All right.
I know. Isn't that crazy?
He's still alive, by the way, right?
He is. He's
Yeah,
kicking
yeah.
it.
Fucking
He's
awesome.
kicking
Yeah,
it.
he looks great.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yep.
Okay. That's it.
That's it.
Wow.
That was
That's it.
man. That was truly a hill
feel
to get
good.
over.
We're back.
I do. I know that was a great
Warmed up.
topic. I love that.
Yeah.
I didn't think it was gonna be so much fun, but that was a lot of fun.
All right. Well,
I think for next week, I think we gotta bring it down, and I think we gotta choose the most shittiest of.
I like
horror
this.
that we. I
Oh.
mean, like you
Stand
know,
by for a bitch session because I got
yeah.
man. I've
Yeah.
seen. I'm old. I've seen a lot of bad. Horror,
Oh,
man.
there's some really bad ones. There's some really bad ones around. So I think we could truly pick like the worst of the worst horror
Yeah.
films.
Okay. I like this.
I think we got to bring it down after having such a good episode this week. We got to bring it down. We gotta go down a few
And just
notches.
destroy.
Yeah.
We've got your hopes high. Then
Yeah.
we'll tear you down. To
Oh
the
yeah. Oh yeah.
Highs and lows.
All right.
All
You
right.
good?
Yeah. Well, that's our episode.
Yeah.
Long.
Thanks,
so,
guys.
Yeah. Pretty long. So you can go ahead and do all the socials.
Okay,
Franco.
yeah. So follow Terror Trader on all of the
Yes.
thingies
Yeah.
on
On all the
Instagram,
thingies.
on YouTube,
Yeah.
on
Especially
TikTok.
YouTube. Yeah. Especially
Yeah.
subscribe.
on YouTube. Yeah,
and
like
do that button
subscribe and like
shit. Yeah.
and hit the
The
whatever.
bell notification.
bell.
Get the
I
bell
don't-
notification.
dude, I don't know.
To get
Hey,
alerted every
hey, you
time.
know
we
what?
post.
I don't handle
Look
social
down
media.
here. There's a thing that says thanks. There's a button.
Yeah.
And
Press that.
And that you push that button.
Yeah. Yeah.
And,
Press
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
It's just
The
a
bell thing.
Yeah,
Whatever that
yeah.
is.
Hit that thanks button, and what that does is actually it tips us. Thank
Yeah.
you. First off, gives us a little tip, and then and also pins your comment to the top. So that's
Yeah.
cool too. So
Yep.
everybody get to see your comment if you like, guys. If you like the shows,
Yeah.
if
And,
not,
so-
come
and
on.
also like comment requests and shit like you. I mean,
Good
and
call.
stuff that you want
Yeah.
us to talk about or do.
Mhm.
Oh,
and then
Frankie,
follow-
You got pig hair in your head. See it? Oh, there you
Got
go.
it.
Thank you. Melda's
Got
like,
it.
I had to
touching
say
your
something.
hair.
I was like,
I don't want you
yeah,
to watch
yeah.
this and be like we have to redo it. 'cause
I'm like,
Franco's
I
got
put
pig
that
hair
on
in it.
purpose.
Yes, all right.
And then follow Formaldehyde on
On everything.
everything, and then just don't follow me.
Yeah.
Don't even bother looking for me.
Don't bother it.
So then we will talk to you guys next time.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.